Car 7. Car 3.
No more laps. No more laps. We're all checked in. No more laps. We're all checked in. We got marshals, so no more laps. Let's bring it in. It's going to be Alex, Shane, Charlie, Dayton, Zeke, Chad, Clayton, and Mitchell. No mas. By the way, your race director can be bribed for a couple tenths here and there by Orange Kickstart and Domino's wings with barbecue sauce. All right, here we go. Alex, Shane, Charlie, Dayton, Zeke, Chad, Clayton, and Mitchell. Time to beat, 14, 5:13. Work together a little bit. Right now you're going to have Alex, Zeke, Chad, Dayton, Shane, Mitchell, Clayton, and Charlie. Vanderbeek on a 1406. He's in the yellow truck out there. Zeke Bollinger might have a good run here going as well. Dayton Mosier up into the 2 spot. So Zeke Bollinger in the other yellow and blue truck out there. Dayton Mosier in that shiny blue and silver just now going up the doubles. Double triple for Dayton. Oh, yeah, got to give it up a little bit there. And that's Zeke getting around Charlie. So your leader down the straightaway. Bollinger on a 1410, Vanderbeek on a 1413, Shane Borden in the white and pink, just doing the double triple. In the 3 spot, then Chad, Mitchell, Clayton, Dayton, and Charlie were separated total by 4 seconds between all 8 of these guys. That's how close it is. It is stock officially, or spec, I guess. Bollinger's got 6 tenths over Alex. Alex has got 6 tenths over Shane. Shane has got 4 tenths over Chad. 1.9 seconds back is Mitchell. Then Clayton, Dayton, and Charlie all right there basically running for 4th. That's Zeke upside down. Little pile up at the top here. That's going to change it up. Should put Shane Borden now to the front. Shane's on a 14-12. This is race 4, race 5 up next. Race 6, start thinking about it. Borden right in the middle of the racetrack. He's going to be coming up behind Vanderbeek. He's just kind of been hanging out with his wang out all by himself. There's a big pile of cars behind him trying to figure themselves out. It's Rico Carson's now up into 3rd. He's got Dayton Mosier right there beside him as he goes through the 8-pack. Bollinger's going to drop to 4th. Then you got Clayton, Mitchell, Dayton, and Charlie. And again, we're all pretty close. 9 seconds separates all 8 cars. Borden, your leader, the pink, blue, and white. Vanderbeek now back up into the 2 spot, actually right there behind Shane, about 1.6 back. Then you got Bollinger back in the game here, mixing it up for 2nd and 3rd. Rico, Clayton, Mitchell, Charlie, and Dayton. A majority of your top 8 would come from this heat, as it should be with seeding. One minute to go. Shane,
left.
your leader, running right there with Alex Vanderbeek. Vanderbeek is in the 3 spot right now. 2.3 back off of Shane. Bollinger's in between those two. Only 4/10 off of Borden. A couple TLR boys. Oh, Shane on the pipe. That might give it up here to Zeke. 35 seconds left to go. There's Clayton and Charlie down the straight. Shane's going to drop down maybe to 3rd. Here comes Bollinger. 21.9 on that lap. 14.5.14. Holmberg's time. Holding up here. Probably 2 more laps for everybody, so keep it clean. Vanderbeek's only 2/10 off of Bollinger. He's got Dayton Mosier in front of him. Dayton's down in the 7 spot. Keep going. Alex Vanderbeek's done. Charlie Cavalier's done. Dayton Mosier's done. Zeke is done. Shane is done. There is Chad. Waiting on Clayton and Mitchell. And there it is. You guys are all done. Everybody is done. Vanderbeek, 14.513.934 will slip just behind the TQ of Kyle Holmberg. All right, our big short course seat. We need all of you guys out there to marshal. We need one extra one or somebody for Charlie. And we got 12 short course trucks. We're just going to lump you guys all in together. You guys all make the main. Congratulations.
Car 6. Car 3. Car 4. Car 5. Car 8. Car 1. Car 12. Car 9. Car 11. Car 10. Car 7.
Awesome job out there, buddy. Almost getting TQ.
No more laps. No more laps. We're all checked in. No more laps. We need to get all 8 marshals out there from the last one.
It was like lap 4 or 5. The ceiling has some condensation and it's dripping on the track. And right down the middle of the 8-pack, if you go right down the middle, there's some water. And I got some wheel spin and just cased the 8-pack one time. And that was really my only real bobble. And then you can't crash in stock. So that's really just what cost it.
Dude, it looked great out there. TLR car's working good. And just going to the next one. I think you'll probably keep the same setup, huh?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
It's going to be fast because there's a lot of these, so please go and call your name. I don't want you to get loud. Tim, Tom, Ashley, Todd, Kaylee, Sam, Stevie, Tyler, Dustin, Nathan, Bob, and Brian. If you guys creep up and you don't, and the line's going to get you before I call your name, that's on you. I got nothing. I just want you guys to hold still when you guys are lined up. Otherwise, your first lap's going to be slow. So. A lot of trucks. You guys are all in the main. And so work together a little bit. We'll give you a lap or two. Slover with the 23.2. Tim Davis, 22.9. Ashley, 22.8. Tom, 23. Kaylee with the 24. Chance with the 23.4. Brewer, the 23.9. Hamilton, 24.9. Nathan, 25. Tyler at a 25.2. Brian Keever, 25.2. And Bob Hamilton, the 28.7. So right now it's Slover, Davis, and McCormick. And I'm going to start to learn these paint schemes here in short course truck. There's McCormick coming across. I know Todd Brewer. I think that one's Stevie. Yes, it is. So your leader down the straightaway, that white and green. As he goes around the big bend there, coming up behind Todd Brewer. Todd Brewer hasn't raced since 2019, I think. Tim Davis out there in the 2 spot now. I believe he is one of those white and pink truck. Recognize that paint scheme as he monsters up the double, triple, single. Tom Tanner in that yellow, white, and blue, and just got around Tim right there. So second and third running together on the same part of the track. Just don't take each other out. Ashley McCormick down in the 4 spot. Ashley's right behind those guys. I think he's got Nathan Brown in front of him.
With Stevie right
Nathan
now.
right now running
Stevie,
in 10th. You got Stevie Slover, though, your leader.
Green and white.
Just now up over the big kicker, about to come up to the rhythm section, 8-pack. Double, triple. That truck's looking pretty good. As he drops in, comes up the big mountain, and down the straightaway. Tom Tanner, Tim Davis, Ashton McCormick battling for second, third, and fourth right now for the points. Then you got Dustin and Kaylee, only 9/10 of a second apart. Then you got Todd, Tyler, Chance, Nathan, Brian, and Bob with 2:15 left to go. Oh, second place getting hung up a little bit at the top there. Let's see who that truck is in front of him there. Watch that yellow, white, and blue truck and the pink truck as they go down the straight, and the car behind them. That's actually second, third, and fourth. Thank you very much. I think that might have been Bob. I was looking for the Oscar Mayer Wiener truck. Kind of changed it up on me a little bit. Stevie, Ashley, Tom, Tim, Dustin, then Kaylee, Todd, Tyler, Chance, Nathan, Brian, and Bob. I get to say Todd and Tyler. That's fun, even though I don't listen to the show. So McCormick leading the freight train now. He's got Tanner right there behind him. Slover trying to sneak through these guys as he goes up the 8-pack. Making use of the short course fenders, I think. We got 1 minute left to go. Four-wheel drive mod, Heat 1 coming up next. Then I think we're going to be good for marshals for a while. Slover and Tanner right there. Everybody's pretty close up at the front. I'd say the top 6 or 7 drivers, only 1.5 separates the entire field. So it's anybody's ball game here. Oh, that's the wrong thing. 10 seconds separates the entire field. My bad. Stevie, Tim, Ashley, Dustin, Kaylee, Tom, Todd, Chance, Tyler, Nathan, Brian, and Bob are actually pretty separated out now. A couple seconds apiece per driver. Stevie, Ashley, Tim, all done. Tom Tanner done. Tyler's done. Nathan's done. Just don't drive backwards on the straightaway. You just go up in pit lane. It's fine. Whatever you do, don't drive backwards on the straightaway, just in case somebody decides to turn and burn down that straight. I don't want to see anybody get broke. Waiting on Brian Keever. Brian got his short course Thursday, built it, and now he is racing. You are done. Stevie Slover, 13:01. McCormick, 13:08. Tim, 13:09. Dustin, Tom, Kaylee. Then the screen changes over. That was quick. Four-wheel drive modified. We got plenty of marshals for this one. Let's get you out there. Four-wheel drive mod, race number 6. Race number 6.
Car 9.
Awesome job out there, man. Car looked good, and with only one heat, you got the first TQ.
Yeah, truck felt good. Just going to keep trying to do what I did. It didn't wreck once. Just got to keep doing clean laps and just try to keep doing that the rest of the weekend.
Awesome job out there. Anybody you want to thank?
My dad for sure, the rest of my sponsors associated, Reedy, JConcepts, D&Me, Jake's RC, and everybody else behind me, my family.
Awesome job, buddy.
Thank you.
It's going to be Taylor, Will, Mitchell, James, Tommy, Nate, Clayton, Eric, and Christopher. Lots of marshals. There's 12 of you. Some of you can just kind of hang out, help watch the doubles or something. Here we go. It's going to be fast. Taylor, Will, Mitchell, James, Tommy, Nate, Clayton, Eric, and Christopher. Here we go. Shake and bake. Remember, it is Qual points. Forgot to mention that in the driver's meeting, but everybody should know that by now. Best 2 out of 3. Going to get them all done today. Try to work together a little bit here at the start. Taylor Larson starts off in front. He started first. He's in that yellow and orange buggy. Getting a little hung up there, but now he's got some clean air. Nate Sutherland in the 2, followed by Eric Larson, then Tommy. Tommy Smith getting in front of Eric Larson there. It's like 1996 all over again. Then it's going to be James, Will, Clayton, Mitchell, and Christopher. See somebody faster coming, just try to give them a little bit of room, try to work together out there. I know it's hard, I know it's tough. I know you guys are going really fast. Fast lap so far, 20 flat from Nate Sutherland. Nate Sutherland now your leader. I believe Nate has got his regular body on there, so he's driving this yellow and blue buggy going down the straightaway. He's just in front of Taylor Larson on the clock. Then you got Eric, Will, Tommy, James, Mitchell, Clayton, and Christopher, and it's been switching around quite a bit back there. Uh-oh. Something wrong with Taylor's car. He's going to bring it in. So that should put Sutherland solidly in the front as he turns and burns down the straightaway. I think Will Brinton's going to jump up to the 2 spot. I think him is actually in front of Nate by a few corners. And there's Will, Nate, and Will. Then James, Tommy, Mitchell, Clayton, Eric, and Christopher. This is race 6, race 7 mod 4-wheel coming up next. Will Brinton now your leader. Will's on a 15 at 5:19. He's the only one on a 15-lap run. As he starts to go down the straightaway, Nate Sutherland on a 14 flat. Nate's got a couple cars there behind him. I think that's James and Tommy Smith. So
we're with Will Burton right now.
that green
Will
buggy
Burton,
in front of you guys is your leader.
Will Brinton.
One of them. Meanwhile, Will Button's over here in front of Eric Larson. 15-5-18. Sutherland's on a 15-20. Tommy in the silver and green buggy. Trying to get in that 3 spot, but Mitchell Brown comes around and says, not so fast. Mitchell driving the purple and neon. Cartaluca's in that mix as well. Same thing with James Dolan. .125 to go. Will and Nate Swapping fast laps, 20.2 for Will, 20 flat for Nate. Let's see. Your HobbyPlex show co-host all by himself in the back, doing double quad. Nate Sutherland is just over the big jump in the middle, now coming up to the 8-pack.
1 minute.
4 minutes down, 1 minute to go. Mitchell Brown, Clayton Cardaluca, and Tommy Smith back there for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. They've all kind of been mired right next to one another. Watching the straightaway, go inside, tuck it inside. Just like RuPaul's Drag Race. Your leader down the straight, Britton on a 15.515, Sutherland on 15.517. Cardaluca now up to a 14.02 right in front of Mitchell Brown on a 14.01, just comes around and snags it back. Christopher on a 14, James on a 14.06, Tommy's on a 14.02. Will Britton finally catching a little bit of lap traffic, 15 at 5.16. That was Eric Larson. He lets Will go. Probably 2 more laps. Maybe looking at 15s for your top 2. Sutherland barely stretching out to get that quad in the back. Keep going. Mitchell Brown, you're the first one done. Everybody else is still going. James Dolan is done. Clayton's done. Tommy's done. There's Will Britton. 15.516. This is going to be close. Sutherland's going to come around and 15.517. Larson with a 13 and Chris West with a 14 at 5.14. So Will Britton will start things off 15 at 5.16. All right, let's get you guys out there to Marshall. Got our middle group of 4-wheel mod. Mason, Blake, Aiden, Zach, Ethan, Mitchell, Ross, Derek, and Brock. Race 7, race number 7.
Car 9, Car 8, Car 4, Car 2, Car 5, Car 7, Car 3, Car 1.
There it is. Everybody's checked in. No mas. Everybody's checked in. All right. Where's my marshals at? Need you in the middle. And then the far corner over there. Very good. All right, it's going to be Mason, Blake, Aiden, Zach, Ethan, Mitchell, Ross, Derek, and Brock. And go when I call your name. Mason, Blake, Aiden, Zach, Ethan, Mitchell, Ross, Turbo, and Brock. Hang on to her. Time to beat 15.516. Straightaway. Straightaway's clear. Gastelum, Zach Gastelum in that all-white X-Ray. We have an X-Ray sighting here at the HobbyPlex. 16 at 5.19. Blake on a 15 flat. Derek on a 15 flat. Aiden on a 15.03. Mason 15.04. Mitchell 15. Let's see, it changes up. 15.01. So Blake Champlin now to the front. 16 at 5.17.
On with Blake Champlin, team associated.
Should be coming around the bend right now. He's got Derek Wood in between him. That's Blake going down the straight. Orange, white, blue associated. Gastelum in the all-white X-Ray. Mason in the orange and green and yellow Losi. Then it's Aiden, Mitchell, Ross, Ethan, Derek, and Brock. So this pack right here has your leader, followed by third place. Aiden Olson, not too far back. In the 4 spot, Mason getting that thing nose high and saving it. That was a 19.9. Fast lap is a 19.4 from Champlin, though.
Mason Fuller in the orange and yellow. Blake
He's four-wheel
Champlin
drive.
doing the quad.
Nose is just
Team
digging into these
Associated.
jumps now like
Mason
a
with the TLR.
2001 Thunder Tiger. Oh, watch straightaway, watch the straightaway. Woo! Man. It's Blake, Mason, Zach, Aiden, Mitchell, Ethan, Ross, Derek, and Brock. Again, Mason and Blake kind of running the same part of the track. Blake Champlin 16 at 5:19. That would reset TQ. Mason gets a little out of shape in front of him, gives up that space a little bit. Mason, Zach Gaslam still in the 3 spot, that all-white X-ray. They're on 15:01, 15:03. Your top 5 drivers ahead of the current TQ. Blake, Zach, Mason, Aiden, and Mitchell. Aiden and Mitchell, your first and second place finishers from the 2016 15 and under stock buggy Roar Nationals. They're all grown up racing modified. Man, Blake and Mason have just been running together this whole time. 120 left to go. This is race 7. Race 8, your A main group after the seed last night will be coming up.
Rimfire, yes I do. I'll
Blake's
type
down
it
to 15
in
flat.
to the
Hitting that
comment
quad.
section after I get done
That was
filming here in a
Ross
second.
in front of him.
Minute left.
Thank you very much, Rimfire.
Oh no, Ross is broke. The other red car is Brock Whitma. Zach Gastelum up to the 2 now. He's been digging hard here.
On with
Blake,
the
15
X-ray.
flat, 0.5. Got to shave off 0.5 of a
Zach.
second. And he's feeling the heat from Mason. Mason's going fast. 19.4, new fast lap of the race there from Mason Fuller.
Mason Fuller
Both
with
Mason
the
and
fast lap.
Zach are on 15.02s. Aiden Olson's on a 15.05. Mitchell's on a 15.10. Ethan's on a
and yellow.
15.12. So Delaire getting up there now. There's a good lap. 19.6 from Blake, 19.5 from Mason. So these two pro drivers, opposite teams, pushing each other hard. It's not over till it's over. Blake and Mason, you're done. Zach and Aiden are done.
Less than a second.
Keep going, Derek. Keep going, Derek.
Wow. They were racing, too.
Brock, Mitchell, done. Ethan, done. We're waiting on Derek Wood. Derek's going to get this 15th lap here. And there it is. So Blake Champlin, 15 flat, will reset that TQ. Mason, Zach, Aiden, Mitchell, Ethan all finish in front of that opening TQ time. You got race number 8, our A group of four-wheel mod coming up.
Awesome run out there, Blake. You and Mason were going basically lap for lap there, pulling fast laps, and the team associated car looked good.
Yeah, me and Mason were just trying to drive clean with each other. We started pretty close together, and we were both on good runs. So, yeah, car was feeling great out there. Tires were a lot better than they were in practice, so hopefully we can keep it going.
Awesome, man. Any changes for the next one, or are you going to keep it how it is?
I'll probably keep it how it is.
Awesome. Good luck.
Thank you.
Get out to the marshal quickly. Get out to the marshal quickly. quickly. No more laps. No more laps. We're a minute away. No more laps. It's going to be Dakota, Lee, Aiden, Tom, Ryan, Seth, Drew, Charlie, and Alex Vanderbeek. Got a very fast seat here. 9 cars in each seat, so we got to start you guys kind of quick. Make sure you don't creep up to that line so I don't have to restart you anyway or anything. But Marshall, we're good. Here we go. Shake and bake on the corner in. Dakota. Lee. Aiden. Tom, Ryan, Seth, Drew, Charlie, and Alex. Time to beat now. It's a 15 lap. You're on the 16 lap run there for quite a while.
Rimfire, to answer your question, they may reseed. I'm not positive if they reseed. They could after the first or second qualifier, possibly. I will have to get back to you on that one.
Work together early. We got Seth Van Dalen out in front, 15 at 5:10. Then Aiden Horn, 16.514. Mayfield, 16.515. Drew, 16.15. Drew, and Dakota on the exact same paces. Then Lee out to 16.19. Then Charlie, Tom, and Alex. You leader that now familiar blue and orange Techno.
On with Seth Van Dalen, Techno.
1,000th of a second in front of him. Brian's going through the double quad. Seth right there behind him. They got good enough between them. Little bobble there. That might give it up here to Mayfield. Or Dakota. Dakota from nowhere. 19.4. These guys super close. Probably going to change lead every lap.
Dakota Fenn, TLR, orange and blue.
Ryan by 3/10 between the three of them. Aiden's in front of Mayfield. 19.2 there for Ryan Mayfield. Recaptures the lead by 500 over Dakota Fenn.
On with Ryan Mayfield, Team Yokomo.
The track this front and second have Vanderbeek in front of him. There goes Aiden Horn, 19.4. Ryan to the 19.2. It's going back and forth right now between Ryan and Dakota. Aiden, Lee, Seth, Drew, Charlie, Tom, and Alex finish out the order here. We got 2 quarters left to go. There's Dakota Fenn coming around 19.3 that time. There's Ryan Mayfield, 19.3 flat. 2 tenths of a second lead over Dakota Fenn now.
Back with Dakota Fenn, TLR.
Over the big hump, over the kickers. Nice tight corner. Turns and burns coming over to the double quad. Easy for these forward guys over the big drop. And up and around, down the straight. 19.4 Dakota with 19.2, so they trade the lead again. Dakota dropping in, coming around, up the hill, down the straightaway. Back up another hill. Back down all the elevation here at the Plex. 19.1 for Ryan Mayfield. He's going to have that blue car in front of him. Thank you very much. These guys know what they're doing. Ryan, Dakota, Aiden, 1 second between the three of them. Lee, Tom, Alex, Drew, Charlie, and Seth round out the rest of the order. Just your top 5 in front of the current TQ from Blake. Dakota with a 19 flat, new fast lap.
Back on with Dakota
Retakes
Fenn.
the lead. Back and forth between the TLR and the Yokomo driver. Aiden
Thank
Horn
you,
now in the mix.
Bobby.
19.7 for Aiden
For
Horn.
the audio. I ended up
Ryan
switching
down
it
the
off for
straight,
the interview.
19.4.
Thank you
Dakota now with a 1.8 second lead
for the heads up.
over Mayfield and Aiden Horn. Aiden dropping in off the big drop. Ryan's
left.
about 3 turns behind him. Dakota Fenn on the other side of the track. Tom Rinderneck now back up into the 4 after an early bobble.
Back with Ryan Mayfield.
He's right behind Ryan Mayfield, I believe. Vanderbeek in the 5 spot now. He's going down the straight. Then you got Lee, Drew, Charlie, and Seth. Still very close between quite a few of these guys. Ryan, Aiden, 1/10 of a second between those two. But it's 2.1 seconds now for Dakota Fend. 20 seconds.
Back on with Dakota, TLR.
Remember not to stop until I say that you're all done. Going to have 4 drivers finishing with 16 laps here. Dakota, done. Drew, Ruben King, done. Aiden, Charlie, Alex, done. Ryan, Mayfield's done. Rinnerneck's done. Seth is done. I think we might have lost Lee Setzer there, and that is a race. Dakota Fenn, 16.5.11. Ryan, 16.13. Aiden, 16.14. Tom, 16.19. Then it was Drew, Alex, Charlie, and Seth, all with fast 15s. Okie dokie. Moving on, our first heat of 7 13.5 four-wheel drive races. Let's get going. Excellent. I just finished off my first kickstart. Oh, we got a cone. We got a cone warning. I might as well just pick up. I actually don't see anybody.
Awesome job out there, Dakota. Car looked really good,
Actually
and
jumping that
you and
pipe
Mayfield
like
were
I thought
battling.
they
I saw
would,
he hooked the corner going into the 8-pack there.
Probably
but
don't
dude,
need it out
GLR
there.
car
The
looked
last
awesome.
thing we'd
Yeah,
want
the
for
car
that
was
to come out
good.
during the middle
Track's
of
a
a
lot
race.
cooler today, so everything's a little bit thicker, a little bit stiffer. Actually made the car a little bit easier to drive, so I think kind of keep an eye on how the temperature is, maybe go a little bit lighter on the oil. The car definitely took a little bit to come in, but super easy to drive, and I got that speed a couple minutes in.
Marshals,
Awesome,
marshals,
man. Good luck in two-wheel.
marshals. As we're
Thank
getting
you.
checked in here. There was 9 of you. We got almost everybody checked in, just missing Matt, Tom, July, Chelsea, and Patrick. I think Patrick said he wasn't running this one. No more laps. No more laps. No more laps. Hey, Mark, what's up? No more laps. Mark Schmidt.
Car 6.
There's Matt Robinson. Did Tom Baker ever make it? I know he's from Des Moines. He probably skipped out on the snow. I got 6 checked in. I got 7 cars. Is July out there?
Car 8.
Ah, there we go. Okay, let's go. Here we go. Shake and bake. When I call your name. Chad. Brian. Riker. Eric. Caden. Matt. And July. I think that's who we got. So we start our big march through 13.5 four-wheel drive. We might need a marshal or 2 after this one because we only have 7, it looks like. We were supposed to have 10. Give you guys a lap or 2 here. I think it's Brian Keever, your leader, 13.02. He's in that blue and silver 13.5 wheeler, just right around the JConcepts bend over there. Right in the middle of the racetrack. Chad Bartlett, Brian, and Eric Wunschel now getting in the mix. Eric in that bright orange techno buggy going down the straightaway.
On with Brian right now. Brian
The body
Keefer.
looks like a stealth jet prototype. Brian, Eric, Chad, Caden, Matt, Riker, July. Got about 2:45 into this one, 3:15 left to go. And your leader, Brian Keever, has led this one from the start as he goes up the doubles. Just double, triple, single. That's the way to do it. Looks like in 13.5 wheeler. Race 10 should be getting through tech. Race 11, start thinking about it. Keever on a 13:08, Wunschel 13:19, Chad 13:20, Caden on a 12, Riker and July on 11 lappers. Got about 2:20 left to go here in this one. Brian Keever up for the big kicker, keeping it nice and low.
Right here, Brian Keever. Sorry, I must have been following the other guy. I think that was Chad. Blue car.
1:45 left to go here in race number 9. See where we're at. Race number 9. Oh, we're already ahead of schedule. We're doing really good. We're knocking off the minutes. Brian, Chad, Caden, Eric, Riker in July. Brian on a 13:09, Chad 13:20, Caden 13:21, Eric 13:21. It's pretty close between those guys. Wunschel just now going down the straightaway. I think that's Caden Peterson just turning and burning. Chad Bartlett. I think he's kind of all by himself on the track at the moment, isn't he? Oh, no, he's not. There he is. Chad coming around. He's in that yellow and looks like black to me from up here. Brian, Eric, Chad, Caden, then July, Riker, and Matt. 45 seconds. Our racetrack here at the Plex, even though it's like 4 degrees out, looking pretty Summer Series-like as far as the surface goes.
On with Brian Keever. Keep missing this dude.
Team Associated Summer Series, of course, the longest running and most well-attended series race in the Midwest since 2005. Don't stop. Caden and Riker and Brian Keever all done. Wunchel's going to be done. I'm sorry, Bartlett's done. Sorry, keep going, Eric. Wrong car. Eric Wunchel's done. Waiting on July Rains. July Rains. He's got that big orange wing. Lots of fun colors on that paint job. There it is. All done. Let's get out there and marshal. We're going to be a little short of marshals because some of the guys aren't here. We've been making up a lot of time. We're about 6 minutes ahead already. A couple extra marshals would be great. Got Jake, Todd, Wes, Shane, Tommy, Tim, Ronnie, David, Nick, Robert, and Brad. B-Rad. A couple extra marshals would be super fantastic. Awesome-o. Oh, there goes the
Car 1.
couple extra marshals real quick would be super.
Car 6. Car 5. Car 7.
Get a couple extra marshals in the morning
Car 4.
so we can keep moving. 'Cause I want to go home and go to sleep.
Car 10. Car 9. Car 3.
No more laps. No more laps. No more laps. Bring them around. No more laps. Everybody's checked in. No more laps. I could use one marshal up here on the 5 cone. Thanks, Daryl Wallen. The order's going to be Jake, Todd, Wes, Shane, Tim, Ronnie, David, Nick, Robert, and B-Rad. And don't lurch up towards that line. It won't count you unless I tell you to. Thank you very much. Here we go. Jake, Todd, Wes, Shane, Tim, Ronnie, David, Nick, Robert, and B-Rad.
We'll kind of let a couple laps cycle through, see who's going fast.
Work together a little bit, especially early on. I'm going to start learning some of these paint schemes and who's who. It'll help me call traffic a little bit better. David Peevler, your leader, 23-1, and he is upside down on the straightaway. That's Wilkening in the pipe. So your top two guys had some early trouble. It's going to still be David, West, Jake. We'll see where David's at here after this crash lap. West Hicks to the front, 14 at 5:22 for West. Then David, Jake, Todd, Brad, Robert, Nick. Let's see, Tim, Ronnie, Shane. That's going to switch around. Everybody's super close. Just keep it that way.
On with Wes Hicks right now. Orange car. I believe this is him. Orange and white.
Work together. You see somebody faster, come and give him a little bit of room. Wes Hicks, your leader. He's in that silver and green associated buggy just now coming up to the straightaway. I think that's Jake Wilkening in front of him. Jake running right now in the 3-spot. Filter comes around. He's in the 4-spot. Only 5/10 behind Jake Wilkening.
Sorry, Wes is the
right
green
there
one.
behind Wes Hicks.
David
Peevler just recaptured the lead away from Wes. So it's David, Wes, Jake, and Todd. Everybody pretty close. 22-2 for David's last lap. 23-3 for Wes. Jake at a 23. Todd with a 23-1. Sneathen 22-9. Ronnie 22-7. Robert with a 25. B-Rad with a 25. Tim with a 25. And Shane with a 26-2.
On with David right now. David.
So David Peevler just turning and coming up the 8-pack. He's going to have some clean track for a little bit. Second place, Wes Hicks and Todd Filter and Jake Wilkening all kind of right there in the same area. So I think Rob Connor, you got second place in front of you and third place behind you. Wilkening's got some clean track now in front of him. I think Tim Marks has got Wes coming up behind him. You're going to have Filter behind you shortly. There's Nick. Your leader down the straight. 24-4, West 23, Jake with a 22, Todd 24, Ronnie 23, Nick 23, Brad 28, Shane 23, Robert 34, and Tim with a 26-8. 130 left to go here in race number 10, race 11. Our third of 7 four-wheel drive buggy heats. Peevler on a 14 at 5:19. Just did a 21.3. That's a new fast lap for David. West Hicks, Jake and Todd. Jake and Todd separated now by just 9/10 of a second. That's Jake right behind Wes. Oh, that might have been Todd in the pipe there. And no, it wasn't. I think, Nick, that's going to be the leader behind you. through the 8-pack. Thank you. That was perfect. That was Wes Hicks upside down. So that's going to open up the door here for Jake, Ronnie, and Todd. Brad getting up there now, 22.9 for Brad, 23.8 there for Todd. Ronnie went up to 4th, just consistent out there, 23.5 that last one. Wilkening on the pipe right there. There's David Peevler, your leader, on a 14.518. Now 14.517, 14 seconds left to go. A lot of 14s in my last sentence there. Don't stop. Jake Wilkening, you are done. Make sure you get out of David's way there. Oh no! David out of the park. He's going to get a 14 still. Ronnie, Todd, Wes, Tim Marks are done. There's Nick, David, Brad, and we're waiting on Shane Pettigene. There he is. Excellent. Well, David Peevler will get a 14, 5:24. That last lap is a fun suck, but still takes the heat, still resets your TQ.
Car 10.
Let's get checked in out there.
Awesome job out there, buddy. Little bit of a heartbreaker. We got it on camera there. You're going out of the ballpark, but the car looked good out there, man.
Yeah, it was good. Little traction down there. It caught me. I hit a bump, traction through my car. There's another round, though, so we'll go faster.
So there's 2 rounds of qualifying today, or 3 rounds?
3. There's 3 rounds of qualifying.
Most definitely. Do you guys reseed after any of them, or you're in this current class for the entirety?
I think we reseed. I'm not 100% sure, really.
I got to ask Alex on that one. Well, good job out there, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
No more laps. No more laps. Everybody's checked in. No more laps.
Something happened with my pit lane cam, guys. I might go and try and fix that, so I'll probably put the fisheye on. Give me a second.
All right. Rob and Jake, when you guys, Jake, why don't you go to the 7 bucket there? That way you're closer to that corner. Watch your set. All right, here we go. You gonna go fast? Going to corner any? Don't creep up towards that line so you don't get your first lap off of that. Tyler. TJ. Jake. Don, Stevie, Matt, KP, Joe, Brayton, and Kaylee. Here we go, Jason Big. And now time to beat 14.524. Watch the top of the double triple. Thank you. Ronnie's one of the guys who's up at the track this week. He was here all day on Tuesday.
You guys will probably actually like that view.
I think we both got carbon monoxide poisoning. I'm pretty sure. I was a little loopy when I got home.
I need to go try and fix the pit lane cam, so I'll be back in a little bit, guys.
Work together there. I think she's coming up the hill, running that techno. Let's see, that's KP. That was Kaylee right there going down the straight. So she's in that red and white. right behind KP, actually. So it's Kaylee Hamilton, TJ Williams, and Jace Peterson. A trio of youngsters here in this one. Kaylee coming up, turning the corner down the straightaway. Right there behind KP. KP back there in the 5th spot. Nice way to give some room there. That's a perfect spot. That's the way to do it. TJ Williams in the red and blue flamed Losi car. And Jace Peterson, I believe he's running that purple and white buggy. Might be in the white and black and silver buggy, actually. Nope. That was Matt Mosier. Here comes TJ. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. TJ's car looked like it didn't want to turn, but well, now it's fine. There goes Don and Tyler. There's Joe. Might have been Kaylee getting in a little bit of trouble right there. Kaylee still leading 14-20. That would still reset the TQ. Jace Peterson in the 2 spot. Jason, the white and blue. Him and TJ running the same part of the track. So that's Jason, that's TJ. Don Drews might be able to slip up here. He's running that green and kind of neon magenta techno buggy. Stevie Slover now in the mix. So it's Kaylee, Jace, Stevie, KP, TJ, Don, Tyler, Matt, Joe, and Brayton. 14 at 518 for Hamilton. Right there behind Joe Schnoes as they go up the double, triple, single. Try to keep it clean. Don't run to the back of anybody. You got Jace Peterson trying to hang on to the 2 spot. TJ Williams right there behind him in the 4 spot. Stevie is just coming up the hill as well. So a lot of your leaders in the same part of the track, which is good news for them because that means that they won't be coming up on anybody too quickly. So Hamilton, 14-5-15. Kaylee races quite a bit of carpet down there in Polk County, Missouri.
1 minute left.
For the locals. She goes down the straightaway. She's got 2 cars in front of her through the big JConcepts sweeper. There's one. I think that might have been Tyler. Now she's got Don Drews in front of her. 35 seconds left to go. It's Kaylee, Stevie, Jace, TJ, Don, KP, Tyler, Matt, Joe, and Brayton. We're on race 11. We're already a third of the way through. Oh, Kaylee's smooth. Up the big 8-pack. Now down the straightaway. She's got some clean air. Slover still in the 2 spot. Let's see where he's at. He's coming up. He's got TJ behind him now. So work together, TJ. That's your 2nd place car in front of you. You're running in 3rd. Keep it going. TJ Williams, you are done. TJ Williams are done. Just go ahead and come around. Don't go backwards. Jace Peterson's done. Don Drews is done. This should now be everybody's final lap, everybody's last lap. Everybody's done. Excellent. Kaylee Hamilton will take that one. 14-12. Stevie 14-19. TJ 13 flat. Then the screen changes over. You'll have to check it on Live RC. Let's get you guys out there to Marshall. Race number 12. Race number 12. Our middle heat. Our middle heat of 13.5 4-wheel drive.
Car 4. Car 7. Car 2. Car 9. Car 10. Car 8. Car 6. Car 5. Car 1.
All right. No more laps. No more laps. No more laps. No more laps. Is Raven going to make it? Oh. All right. We need a marshal over there on that 7 bucket. And then I think we're good to go. It's going to be Tim, Connor, Dane, Chris, Rob, James, Alex, Brian, and Matt. And here we go. Shake and bake. Tim, Connor, Dane, Chris, Rob, James, Alex, Brian, and Matt. Time to beat now, 14 at 5, 12 from Kaylee Hamilton. As we're getting quicker and quicker. I need a couple of my blower guys to get ready. We're going to blow the track off after 13.5 four-wheel drive. We're into our actual racing and maintenance schedule. If I could get a couple guys to help out with that, it'd go way faster. We're going to do it after race number 15. It's in about 3 races. It's in about 20 minutes or so. Alex Sturgill.
So let me know what you guys like. Do you like the... Well, the fisheye is pretty badass, honestly. Do you guys like the moving cam with the following the leader? Or do you guys like the just the overhead fisheye cam? Let me know. I know it's a good substitute for when I'm gone, but let me know, guys. Thank you.
Work together out there. Sturgill should be coming around. I think he might actually have his dad in front of him. Yep, the Sturgills running together on the track. Two down, 3 left to go. Alex on a 14.01, getting closer to a 15 lapper. It's going to have a long lap here. That might change it up. Oh, it does. Connor Herrick goes to the front, followed by Chris, Rob, Alex, Brian, Tim, Dane, Matt.
Well, it's hard to switch between both, Rob, as far as this nice fisheye. I have a smaller fisheye, but I don't think it's as nice. This one's pretty clear. This one's a really nice fisheye. The other one's pretty, it's okay. So it's hard to switch in between the two. I kind of have to remove the lens and put on a lens, so it's not super easy to just switch. But I think it's a good compromise, kind of maybe for the lower heats. Use the fisheye, and then for maybe the top 2, use the moving cam. Combination of 2 for sure, but I can't just switch easily. Thank you for the input, everybody. It seems like everybody likes either follow cam or a fisheye combination, so at least the coverage is good. So thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, everything like that. I think I'm going to run off and go do a little business real quick, but I'll be right back to answer your guys' questions. Thank you for tuning in.
Yours? Sturgill now to the front, getting back in front of Connor. A little bit of traffic in front of him. That's going to be 5th place in 9th place. Chris gives him a little bit of room. That's the way to do it. James will be next. Connor, meanwhile.
Rob King, what? You're not Fox Sports with 40 cameras covering RC. Yeah, I've got about 4 cameras, and 2 of them are like, one's not hooked up and the other one's my mobile cam. I have to come here with 2 bags of basically 100 pounds worth of gear, and that's what I get to set up a full production. So having a good time out here, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, share, everything like that. Spread the love of RC. And thank you guys for tuning in and being so kind with all of the kind compliments. Glad you guys are loving the race. Special thanks to JConcepts, Jason Rona, for bringing us on out to this awesome event. HobbyPlex, Omaha, Nebraska.
And done. Alex Sturgill will still come back to take that one, laying down some fast laps, and will beat the TQ by 1 second. And Connor Herrick also beats the previous TQ, so those two move ahead. We got race number 13, Ken, Nick, Andy, Chance, Carter, Ian, Easton, Dustin, and Joe.
Car 6. Car 5. Car 9. Car 7. Car 4. Car 1. Car 8. Car 2. Car 3.
No more laps. Everybody's checked in. No more laps. Everybody is checked in. Everybody's checked in. No more laps. No more laps. It's going to be Ken, Nick, Andy, Chance, Carter, Ian, Easton, Dustin, and Joe. Marshals look good. Drivers look good. Ken, Nick, Andy, Chance, Carter, Ian, Easton, Dustin, and Joe. All right, shake and bake, guys. This is race 13. Race 14 should be getting through tech. Race 15, start thinking about it. We are going to take our first maintenance break after race number 15. It's going to be very quick. Just going to blow off the track really fast. Andy Krivitz starts off fast. Should be about halfway through his lap right now. Ken Peterson, then Nick Pavel. That's how they stack up here with the first 3. Believe Andy is this orange and yellow TLR. Watch straight, watch straight. Oh boy, thank you very much. I think him and Nick Pavel running together there. Nick Pavel in the 3 spot. It's now Ken, Andy, Nick, Dustin, Ian. Now Easton moves up a spot, then Carter, Chance, and Joe. Oh man, Nick having a ferocious lap here. His car is not looking too happy. Looks like it might be, thought it was busted. Might have just found a wet spot. Andy Krivitz, your leader now. He is in that bright orange and yellow. Dropping in, coming up the hill. Down the straight. He's on a 15 at 520, the first one to break into the 15s now. Dustin Hosick in the 2 spot. He's in that all-white Associated car. Him and Carter Larson now going back and forth. Carter Larson up to the 2. And Andy had a little rollover there. See where that puts Carter. Carter running the Losi car. Nope. Still Andy, Dustin, Carter, Chance, Ian, Easton, Nick, Ken, and Joe. Krivitz on a 1402. That would reset the TQ once again. In fact, your top five in front of the current TQ. Andy, Dustin, Carter, Chance, and Ian. And now Easton moves in front of it as well. So now your top six, Nick, Ken, and Joe, are just a little ways back. Krivitz's lap, 21.2. Joe with a 21.4. 22 for Chance. Carter with a 21.5. 21.4 for Ken. 22.6 for Ian. 21.9 for Dustin. Easton with a 22. Nick with a 26.6. Krivitz down the straight, 14.5 flat. Getting back to that 15.
One minute left.
Andy on a 15.20, dropping in. He's had some really clean track for the last maybe 2 minutes. He's finally catching up to another car here shortly. Andy, Carter, Dustin, Chance, Easton, Ken, Ian, Joe, and Nick. Thank you. Good driving there, guys. Carter, Dustin, and Chance kind of bouncing around back and forth for that 2 spot. Andy, Dustin, Carter. 9 thousandths between Dustin and Carter now. They're about 7 seconds back off of Andy. Andy's going to get that 15th lap. Carter, Chance, Ken, and Ian all done. Dustin is done. Joe is done. There's Easton. There's Nick and Andy. Andy, 15.22 will reset that TQ. Dustin, 14.06. Carter, 14.07. Chance, 14.10. Those 4 drivers move in front of Alex's time. Then it was Easton, Ken, Ian, and Joe and Nick. Race 14, we're 2 heats away from blowing the track off for the first time today. I'm going to need a couple volunteers for that one. All the blowers are inside. They got fresh batteries.
Car 4. Car 3. Car 6. Car 8. Car 5. Car 9. Car 1. Car 7.
There it is. Everybody's checked in. Everybody's checked in. Number laps. Everybody's checked in. Number laps. Number laps. This is your B group of 13.5 four-wheel drive. Race 15 should be getting through tech. And again, going to need a couple volunteer guys to help out with the blowers here after race 15. That's 2 races here. It's going to be Kyle, Bradley, Owen, Christopher, Jim, Kyle, Lane, Orlando, and Chad. Marshals look good. Here we go. Kyle, Bradley, Owen, Christopher, Jim, Kyle, Lane, Orlando, and Chad. $15.22 is the reset TQ. It's going to be Schmer, Bronson, Vanderbeek, Peterson, West, Gannon, Ruben King, McGee, and Martinez. 15s for your top three. Kyle, Owen. Oh, now Christopher gets up there. Jim is up there. Owen Vanderbeek, now your leader. In the yellow and red. Associated, getting ready to come up the hill. Thank you. On a 15.518, TQ 15.22. Jim Bronson in the 2. Jim is in that pink and blue, and he's kind of got some clean track too. A couple of these guys are going to be coming up quickly to some traffic. Bradley Peterson now jumps up into the 2, so it's going back and forth. Bradley's kind of got his twin right there behind him, 2 silver and blue buggies, very similar paint jobs. Cal Gannon, I think, is that other blue car. I think that one's Kyle. I think that one's Bradley. Bradley Peterson out of the front. Boy, it's super close. Owen, Bradley, Kyle, and Jim. You could throw a piece of tissue paper over him, maybe a COVID mask, and it would probably fit. We got 2:15 left to go in this one. They are stacking up at the top there, guys. Clean it up. Make sure it stays clean. Owen gets a little bumpy there, but that's no problem. Jim's right there at the top still with some clean air. Woo! Kyle Gannon now takes his turn. 4 drivers, 15 at 5:19 paces. Martinez got Kyle Gannon behind him. Bradley Peterson behind Kyle. Lane's back there. He's going to be squeezed on these guys. Ruben King, same thing. Jim Bronson's going to be behind Ruben King. Jim Bronson is your 3rd place car. Ruben King is your 8th place car, so just drive each other out accordingly. Owen Vanderbeek now right there behind Rubes. One minute left.
One minute left.
Kyle, Bradley, Jim, Owen, Christopher, and Kyle Schmer. Then Orlando, Chad, and Lane. 15.518 for Gannon. 15.20 for Peterson. 15.21 for Bronson. All 3 of those guys to be ahead of Krivitz. And this is just the B main group. Oh, Owen with a problem. Got to be a little bit more patient after a wreck like that. Patience you must have. Oh. Top of the hill, top of the hill. Go wide, 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 wide. Good job. Jim gets through. Bronson in the 2 spot. He's mired with cars all over him. It's Kyle, Bradley, Jim, Christopher, Kyle, and Owen. Watch it around the bend. Bronson's in that pink and blue buggy. He's in the 2 spot. Kyle Gannon's got a lot of clean track. Bradley Peterson also with some clean air. So we got to take care of Jim Bronson here in the 3 spot. Jim, Christopher, and Owen, you guys are all going to be done. So you can kind of take a breather now. Kyle Schmur is done. Orlando. Chad. Kyle's done, waiting on Bradley and Lane. There's Bradley. Here comes Lane. That's going to do it. Everybody's done. Kyle Gannon will reset the top spot. 15.519. Peterson 15.21. 14s for everybody else. Jim, Christopher, Kyle, Owen, Lane, Chad, and Orlando. All right, A-main group coming up. Then we're going to blow off the track real fast. So A-main group, and then we're going to blow the track off. You got Cameron, Kyle, Caden, Zeke, Nate, Aiden, Shane, Mason, and Charlie Cavalier.
Car 5. Car 7. Car 8. Car 2.
Marshals, let's get out there.
Car 1.
There was lots of you.
Car 3. Car 4. Car 6.
Right now your TQ 15.519. Everybody's checked in, no more laps. Everybody's checked in, no more laps. One of those two buckets in the middle, if one of you guys can move over to the 7 bucket so you're a little closer to that corner. Who's the kid in the blue? Tap him on the shoulder or something. The blue sweater. Get over there. All right, that'll work. All right, Cameron, Kyle, Caden, Zeke, Nate, Aiden, Shane, Mason, and Charlie. You guys go right when I call your name. It's going to go fast. Here we go. Cameron. Caden. Zeke, Nate, Aiden, Shane, Mason, and Charlie. All right, your time to beat 15 at 5:19.
Following Caden Fuller around. Caden Fuller on camera. Green and orange.
After one, you got Cameron, Caden, Kyle, Zeke, Nate, Shane, Charlie, Aiden, and Mason. Caden Fuller. Cameron Ayers going back and forth. Kyle Holmberg now back in the mix there in the top 3. And Sutherland, then Zeke, then Shane, then Aiden. Woo! All these guys on 15-lap runs. We're going pretty fast.
Following Cameron Ayers.
Cameron Ayers down the straight. That last lap was a 20.6. Kyle with a 20.5. They're 0.3 of a second apart. Caden Fuller with a 20.3, 0.2 of a second off of Cameron. Sutherland comes around 20.5, 0.5 off of Kyle Holmberg. Then Zeke, Aiden, Shane, Mason, and Charlie. But you could throw a double-stacked COVID mask over all of these drivers. Keep it clean. Cameron Ayers coming up behind Charlie, saying, "What's up, Charlie?" Turning and burning down the straight. Caden Fuller, 20.4, going to pick up 0.3 of a second on Cameron right there. 15.09, 15.10. Zeke up to a 15.13 pace. Nate 15.14, Aiden 15.16, Mason on 15.17.
Ooh, back on with
Shane on
Caden Fuller making a
15.17,
little
14s
mistake.
for Charlie and Kyle Holmberg. We got
Might
2 down,
cost
3
him.
minutes left to go. Ayers with a 20.9. See where Fuller's at here. Fuller kind of a long lap. And Cameron Ayers goes back to the front, but Nate Sutherland going to slip up into the 2. Zeke up to the 3. Aiden up to the 4. Just like that, Caden goes from the lead down to 5th. Here comes Ayers down the straight, 20.5. The big mover right now is Nate Sutherland and Zeke Bollinger. They're in the same part of the track. They're going to put each other. 20.1 for Sutherland. Then he taps out, rolls it over. No marshal needed. Zeke had a 20.8.
On with Zeke right now. And Caden right in front of him.
3 down, 2 to go. Cameron, Zeke, Caden. Still your top 3. 1 second separates first from second, and 1 second separates second from third. Then Aiden about 7 thousandths off of Caden Fuller. Nate, 6 thousandths off of Aiden. Still very close in the top 5. A little ways back. Shane Bourne about 3 seconds off of 5th. Your top
Back
5
on
in front of the
Cameron
TQ.
Ayers.
The bottom 4 just behind it.
Cameron Ayers.
Cameron with a little bobble there. Oh no, Ayers turns it in. No, his race is around noon. Okay. All right. I know, it's fine. Hold on, I gotta announce. I'm doing the A&A. Here we go. Zeke, Caden, Nate, Cameron, Aiden, Shane, Mason, Kyle, and Charlie.
1 minute
Just
left.
like that, Caden to the lead with Cameron with the bobble. Caden making up a ton of time.
Just my rears, do my fronts. Or no, do the inside of my fronts. Very clearly. Caden, Zeke, Nate, Aiden, Cameron, Shane, Mason, Kyle, and Charlie. Caden Fuller, 7/10 over Bollinger. Here comes Caden, 15.511. Zeke on a 15.12. Sutherland on a 15.12. Moves up into the second spot. 9/10. It's not over till it's over. Probably 1 or maybe 2 more laps. Borden with a 20.9. Mason with 21.8. 20.6 there for Fuller. Ayer with a 20.3. Sutherland 20.5. Holmberg
Nate
20.6.
Sutherland.
Don't stop
Nate Sutherland.
until I say you're done. Don't stop. Keep going. Everybody's going to be done this time. Everybody's done this time. Waiting on Aiden, Shane, and Mason. There's Aiden waiting on Shane and Mason. Everybody else is done. There's Shane. That's Mason. We are done. Cade Fuller. Woo, my goodness. 15.511.3. Nate, 15.511.8. Then Zeke, 15.12. Aiden, 15.15. Cameron Ayers, 15.15. Shane, 15.19. Kyle, 15.19. Mason, 15.21. Charlie, 14.03. Your top 7 drivers finish in front of Kyle Gannon's TQ, so he's going to get an 8 for the round.
Awesome job out there, Caden. The car looked great. You ended up having that one bobble that was right over there. You popped into the center section, got out of there, dropped you to 5th, but it looks like you're just putting down some solid laps out there.
Yeah, my car was fast, but just got to keep the mistakes.
Most definitely. Look good out there. Also, shout out to your grandfather, correct, out there. I know that he's watching you on back home.
Yeah. Hi, Grandpa.
Good job out there, buddy, and good luck in the next one.
Thank you.
getting checked in. Need all you guys out there from last in the Marshall? No, there's a couple of race Marshall racers. Kyle Gannon's one of them. He's ready to go. Got two good teams for 40 spots. It's going to be a key name. 8, 8, and 5. Eric Larson. To get checked in. There we go. All right, no more laps. No more laps. No more laps. Forward. You come to this one. Come to that one. Right in front of you. The empty white bucket at the bottom of the hill there to drop. Who's got the top of the hill up there? Needs to be at the top of the hill. And who's got me on the 5? Should be 8 from the last one. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okie dokie. All right, guys, it's going to go fast. It's going to be Eric, Kyle, David, Chris, Joe, Brian, Wade, Chad, Shane, Chad Bartlett, and Jason McLaren on. Here we go. Eric, Kyle, David, Chris, Joe, Brian, Wade, Chad, Shane, and Jason. Did I miss one? Go. Oh, Chad Bartlett. Sorry, two Chad. David, Eric, Chris, Wade, Kyle, Jason, Brian, Joe, Shane, Chad, and Chad. We're on 14 at 5:07 for Kyle Gannon. Larson at 14:09, Peter 14:13, and you got 13 the rest of the way down. Chris, Wade, Joe, Jason, Shane, Brian, and Chad Bartlett. Already 1 minute in, 4 minutes left here in race number 16. Race number 16. We're basically halfway. We are halfway. This is halfway point right now. We're doing really good. If we can beat 4 hours around, we're going to be awesome.
On with Kyle Gannon right now. Kyle.
Two down, 3 left to go. Kyle Gannon still out front. He's on a 14.504. Dave Peevler, 14.510. Eric Larson, third right now, 14.515. Chris Puller, 14.522. Everybody else is on 13s. Or a 12. Or an 11. Anyway, back to the front. Kyle Gannon still out front. He's coming over the big thing, down the thing, up the thing, and down the straightaway. Your leader is that white wheels, blue buggy going over the quad. Yep, there you go. Work with your leader. He's currently on a 14.505. Fast lap, 20.4. Minute 45 left. Work together. Work together. Big gaggle of cars coming onto the straightaway. Kyle's still out front. Drops it down, 14.503. Eric Larson still second. 14.515. Dave Peebler, 14.521. Chris Poehler,
1 minute
13.02. Everybody else on 13s or 12s. Chris fourth. Wade, Joe, Brian, Shane, Chad, Jason, and Chad Hartshorn. 40 seconds left. Now we're on a 14.502 out front. Dead car, yellow buggy. 10 seconds left. Kyle drops it down again, 14.501 right now. Watch the quad. All right, it's clear. Keep them rolling, keep them going. Keep going. Keep going. Waiting on 3 more. There we go. Kyle's going to set early TQ, 14.502. Eric Larson, 14.515. Dave Peebler, 14.521. Chris Poehler, 13.503. Wade, 13.503. Joe, 13.519. Brian Cox, 13.520. Shane, 13.522. Jason, 12.517. Chad, 12.22.
Solid run out there, Kyle. Car looked good. A little bit of bobble at the very end, but dude, you're in a league of your own. You're almost 13 seconds over second, so I think you'll be seeding into the top heat here soon enough. What's going on? What kind of happened during seeding?
I just couldn't. I'm driving, stock buggy, 13.5 wheeler, and then mod buggy. I just couldn't get the timing right back in that rear quad. I would wreck every time I get 2 laps in a row. I'd wreck on that third, and I just couldn't get a break. It was self-induced, but whatever.
Awesome. Good luck out there, man, and solid run. So you got TQ now. We'll see how it holds up in this next one.
Yeah, top 3, top 4, getting that A resort for next time, and let it rip there.
Good luck.
Thanks, sir.
Watch the quad. End of the quad, there's a car flipped over. Let's bring him to the loop. Bring him to the loop. Your order is going to go Alex, Rico, Al, Mac, Rob, Ken, Jim, Tony, Chad's not here, and Brian Burnett. Are we good on marshals? Kyle's getting out there. All right. All right, guys. Alex Sturgeon on the tone. Rico. Alan. Mac. Rob. Ken. Jim. Tony. And Brian Burnett, whenever you want. All right, we're spaced out. And again, this 40-plus mod buggy is brought to you in part by New Balance shoes. Think white New Balance shoes when you got to tie strap something down, sharpen a lawnmower blade, or tune a carburetor. Is this thing on? Al Horn jumping out front right away. Alex Sturgeon second. Mac third. Chad Rico fourth.
On with Al Horn, Team Associated Factory Tracks.
Leader is currently on a 15.513. Alex Sturgeon 15.517.
Back on
Mac,
Alex. I'm sure he'll take back over the
14.501.
lead.
Rico 14.507. Rob 14.509. We'll let things kind of shake out here. Next up is 17.5 Expert Buggy. If you guys aren't through tech, get to tech. Race 18 up next. 17.5 Expert Buggy, go through tech. 19, get up to tech, and 20, start thinking about it. Alex Sturgeon, your new leader. Fast lap, 21 flat.
On with Alex right now.
He's on a
TLR, I do believe.
15.517. Al Horn dropped down to a 14.501. Watch the quad. Your leader down the drop off, around the 180, coming onto the straightaway.
Peter, I do believe it is Will calling the race right now.
Mac Vanderbeek moving up to second, 14.502. Al Horn's on a 14.505 in third. Chad Rico, 14.505. Fast lap, still Al Horn, 20.7.
Back with Alan Horn, Team Associated, Factory Tracks.
Coming up on 2 minutes left. Alex Sturgeon still out front. He's holding that 15.517. Al Horn moving up to second again. 14.503. Chad Rico, 14.506. Mac in fourth, 14.508. Ken, 14.510 in fifth. Brian Burnett, 14.516. Rob Sturgill's on a 13 flat. Tony Baloney Leatherman, 13.504.
Back with Sturgeon.
Watch the quad. Go take it easy. All right, it's clear. Alex still out front, dropping back to a 14.5 flat. Things are kind of getting closer here. Al is still on a 14.501. Watch the quad.
Back with Al
1
Horn.
minute left.
Clear.
This is your 1 and 2. This is Al Horn. In second. 1 second off of Sturgeon.
Alex still on that 14.5 flat. Watch the ski jump. There you go. Where's our leader at?
Less than 0.2 of a second between the two drivers.
He's coming up to the quad now. Up the back. Oh, getting it wrong. Al Horn
that will
out front,
cost him.
14.501. Alex Sturgeon, 14.501. Mac Vanderbeek, 14.506. Chad, 14.508. Keep him going. Keep him going, guys. Keep him rolling. Waiting on 4 more. Waiting on 2 more. 1 more. Still waiting on Brian Burnt. Here he comes. There we go. All right. Al Horn takes that one. 14.5 flat. Alex Sturgeon, 14.502. Mac Vanderbeek, 14.506. Chad Carsons, 14.507. Ken, Brian, Jim, Tony, and Rob. $17.5 expert.
Great job, Mr. Factory Tracks himself, Al Horn. Kind of at every racetrack that I'm at, you travel all over the place with the boys. And, dude, the car looked great out there, and it only seemed to be, it was down to the crashes. Each of you, when you crash, it ended up transferring over the lead.
For sure. You know, it's a tough track out there. It's hard to see for us old guys, especially. A lot of elevation change. And really, we're all about the same speed, so it pretty much comes down to the mistakes and who can make the least amount.
Most definitely. Sturgeon's real quick out there. It seemed like you guys were almost, if you look at the lap times, I'm sure you guys were very even. And when you had your bobble, he took over the lead. He had it, and then he ended up stuffing it in the pipe right here and then crashing over the quad, and I think that was his dagger. But looked good out there. Any shout-outs?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank our whole team and, obviously the people that support it. Team Associated, Proline, Reedy, Lunsford, all of our great sponsors that help us out to do what we do and travel the country and doing it.
Awesome job out there, buddy.
Thanks.
Waiting on Marshall at the top of the hill. I could try to use one after the big jumpy thing in the middle. Any volunteer marshalling would be much appreciated. Here comes Al Horn. Gotta do those interviews. Need one more. Where do you want them? We're good? Okay, we're good. Sorry. All right, the order's gonna be Dustin, Joe, Don, Matt, Andy, Wes, Brian, Rob, Joe Snows, Dustin Hosek on his own, Joe, Don, Matt, big answer chance, Wes, Brian Barton, Robert Kama, and Joe Snows. Watch the quad. Still some stuff in the quad. Okay. We're good.
All right. 1 minute in here. Dustin Hosick leading us out. 13.503. Andy second. 13.512. Don Drews, 13.515. Brian Bartan. 13.518. Wes Hicks. 13.520. Rob. Matt. And Joey Jojo. Andy moving up to the top spot. He's on a 13.512. Dustin Hosick's on a 13.515. Joe Snow's 13.515. Don Drews 13.517. Brian Barton 13.520. Rob Connor 12.01. Wes Hicks 12.06. Rob 12.12. Joey Jojo 12.24. If you see that blue buggy, yellow wheels coming up behind you, that's your leader. That is Andy Big Dance the Chance coming over the ski jump. Ooh. Andy is still out front after a little bit of a mishap. No big deal. Just chicken wings it out. 13.515 still out front for Andy Big Dance Chance. Don Drews, 13.521 in second. Wes Hicks, 13.522. Rob Connor, 12.505. Joey Jojo moving up. 12.510. Everybody else on 12s. Brian Barton, you're on 11. So Andy's still your leader. Oh, I take that back. Wes Hicks is now your leader. Wes Hicks, 13.521. Andy, 13.523. Rob Connor, 12.503. Dustin Hosick, 12.508. Don, 12.509. Joey Jojo, 12.509. Let's see where our leader's at. Watch the quad. West 6 going down the straightaway. He's running that yellow wheels, green and red from here I can see. He's still out front. He's on a 13.516, taking her down a little bit. Andy Big Dance Chance, second, 13.522. Rob Connor, 13.524. 30 seconds left. Dustin Hosick, 12.5 flat. Don Drews, 12.502. Joey Jojo, 12.503. Your leader down the straightaway. Looking at getting two more. Keep going, guys. Keep them going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Waiting on 5 more. Waiting on 4 more. 3 more. 1 more, just Rob Connor. And that's it. Wes Hicks is going to take that one, 13.515. Andy Big Lights Chance, 13.520. Dustin Hosick, 13.520.
Car 7, Car 9, Car 5, Car 3, Car 2, Car 4, Car 1, Car 8, Car 6.
All right. Everybody's checked in, no more laps. Everybody's checked in, no more laps. Everybody's checked in, no more laps. No more laps. No moss. No more laps. We're getting there, guys. We're doing really good on time. The order is going to be Bradley, Stephen, Chance, Todd, Dan, Jake, Chris, Dayton, and Patrick. Marshals look good. Here we go. Bradley. Steven. Chance. Todd. Dan. Jake. Chris. Dayton. And Patrick. Steven Smith out in front, followed by Dan, Bradley, Chris, Chance, Dayton, Patrick, Todd, and Jake. Steven Smith leading the way. Of course, he's the host of VH1's I Love the 90s. He goes up and down the straightaway. Bradley Peterson out to the front. Bradley, Steven, Chris, Dan, Patrick, Dayton, Todd, Jake, and Chance. I get to say Dan Patrick for a little while. That's fun. Down the straight, Bradley Peterson, 21.8 on a 14 at 5:14. Then Steven, Chris, Dayton, Todd, Dan, Patrick, Jake, and Chance. Bradley in that blue and silver buggy up the rhythm section, the 8-pack. Kind of a long lap there. Not really. A couple tenths. Chris Puller in the 2. I believe Chris is in that kind of, what color is that? Gray and white coming up. Right behind Chance Rolk there. Chris coming up from the Wichita-Hutchinson area. Chance from the Sioux City area. Steven Smith, the dark blue buggy. In 4th, and Todd Brewer, Dan Wasick, Chance, Jake, and Patrick. Watch the top of the 8-pack. Joe Zaire Jr. up there, marshalling. Making judgments he's going to talk about on the podcast. Work together, guys. Work together. We got 3.5 minutes down, 1.5 minutes left to go. Bradley, Chris, Dayton, then Dan, Steven, Todd, Jake, Chance, and Patrick. The problem with picking on anybody that's really good at jiu-jitsu is at any moment they can come and put you in like a rear naked choke and put you to sleep. Or like an arm bar or something.
One minute left.
Bradley through the bumps. I think he's got Steven right there with him. I think that's who that is. Oh, that's Dayton Mosier. So Bradley and Dayton, the 2 dark blue buggies coming around the big JConcepts sweeper, very grooved in over there. .35 seconds left to go. Bradley still in a 14.5.16. Chris Puller, 13.01. Dayton on a 13.06. Dan on a 13.07. Chance, 13.09. Steven, 13.09. Jake on a 13. Todd on a 13. Patrick on a 12.02. Got 20 seconds left to go. Steven doing the double, double, triple, single line. Steven's done. Chance is done. Chris Puller's still going. Look out, guys. Dan Wasik is done. Bradley's done. Dayton's done. Patrick is done. Jake is done. Todd is done. Wait, no, Chris Puller. Chris Puller, he's in that silver and blackish buggy out there, so be careful with him. I guess that's white. Never mind. Bradley, Chris, Dan, that's your top three in that one. 14-16, 14-22, Wasik with a 13-06. Then it was Stephen, Dayton, Chance, Jake, Todd, and Patrick. Excellent. Moving on, race number 20. Race 21 should be heading up to tech. Race 22, start thinking about it, please.
Car 7. Car 3. Car 4. Car 2. Car 8. Car 5. Car 9. Car 6.
Orlando, David, James, Chad, Easton, Tim, Carter, Brian, and Nate. Just need Orlando to get checked in, then we're good to go.
Car 1.
Very good, very good, very good. Bring them in, guys. Bring them in. Bring them in, yeah. Okay, here we go. It's going to start with Orlando, Marshals. Marshals look good. Orlando, David, James, Chad, Easton, Tim, Carter, Brian, and Nate. Nate Sutherland starts off in front. He started from the back, so we got to work together here. Nate coming around over the loop down the straightaway. You're going to have Tim Davis in the 2, Carter Larson in the 3, then Peevler, Vaez, Martinez, McCormick, Rubin, and Ham. I am hungry, so the fact that I have to say Rubin and Ham in the same measure of sentences there is starting to work on me a little bit. Nate Sutherland, 14:10. Tim Davis, 14:19. Right now, Nate, the only one in front of the current TQ time. Let's keep it clean. There's a lot of cars stacking up in the center of the racetrack. Nate Sutherland turns and burns up the hill. Look at that double, double, triple, single there for Sutherland. David Peevler now in the 2 spot. I think that was not David, that was Carter. David's over here. David's got 1 car in front of him. I think that's Orlando, so a couple good drivers going up the hill this time. And it looks like Sutherland's just got a couple more cars to make a smooth move on here. I think that's McCormick. So Nate, 14:08. Tim, 14:17. Peevler, 14:18. Peevler, let's see. Just Nate in front of the TQ, but Tim and David, super close. Then you got Brian Vaez, Orlando, Easton, Chad, Carter, and James. All those guys right now would be in the top 20. Your leader goes down the straight. He's got one more car to clear, and then all of a sudden he's going to have a whole lot of clean track, and that's actually second place Tim Davis in front of him. Tim coming up from the Tulsa, Oklahoma area. He's been running Shifty's new track down there, I think. Helping to run. There it is. David Peevler still with Orlando in front of him. They've just kind of been out on a Sunday cruise. Now Nate's going to lead a whole freight train of cars. I think that's going to be Reuben King behind him. Chad's the father of Drew, fast kid. I think he got a top 5 in four-wheel drive mod earlier today. .130 left to go. We're on a 14.513 now, so just a few seconds in front of Bradley's time is Nate as they go pumping their way up that 8-pack. Nate with a little spin out there up at the top. The top of the 8-pack is interesting because it's right next to one of those garage doors. Might be the coldest part of the track. Usually it's the northwest corner, but that's kind of one reason why we put the tractor corral there. It's for the wintertime. Nate's still leading. Nate's got some clean air now. So does Orlando and David still. They have had a pretty good qualifier here going. Then you got Baez in the radioactive Tangerine. Then Reuben King, Davis, McCormick, Ham, and Larson. Don't stop. Keep driving clean with each other. Just waiting on Nate Sutherland. There he is. Everybody is done. Nate's going to take it 14.513. That'll move him to the front. Peevler with the 14.20. Martinez 14.21. 13s for everybody else. Brian, Tim, James, Carter, Easton, and Chad. Let's move on. Race number 21. Race number 21.
Car 2. Car 8. Car 7. Car 4. Car 1. Car 6. Car 5. Car 9. Car 3.
We're all checked in, no more laps. We're all checked in, no more laps. Everybody is checked in, no more laps. No more laps. All right, we need some, do we? No, we got a marshal up top. We got a marshal in the middle. Easton's on his way out. All right, all right, all right. Here we go. Hey, kids. Hey, you four. Stop playing, stop screaming. It's a distraction to these guys. It's not fair, okay? Not fair to them. Don't make me get all dad face on you. Here we go. Shane, Jackson, Mason, Jim, Ken, Andy, Ka, Stevie, and Alex Sturchill. This is your B main group after the seeding round. But now it counts for real. 5 minutes. Work together a little bit. See somebody faster, give them a little bit of room. Everybody here should be pretty darn close. It's going to be Shane, Mason, Jackson. Shane Borden in the pink and white buggy coming up the hill doing double, triple. And he gets around Alex right there. Nice job. Work together. Oh, no. Somebody forgot to tighten their nuts. That is always the worst when you lose a nut. Make sure you keep it out of the wet spot. Minute and a half in, 3.5 to go. Now it's Kyle Schmer to the front. Big changes. It is super close. So one little hiccup, one little nudge of the pipe changes everything over. Schmer going down the straight. I believe he's in that radioactive tangerine. The neon orange, I guess you could call it. Leading the way. I think that's Jackson Anderson behind him, so just don't take him out, Jackson. You're down there right now in the 8th spot with the leader right in front of you. Then you're going to have Shane Borden in the 2, Ken Peterson in the 3, Mason, Jim, Stevie, Andy, and Jackson. Borden's got nobody around him. Good ability to click off some good laps here. 22-1 that last time around. 22-2 for Ken, 22-1 for Jim, 25 for Mason. Kyle with a 22-2. That's put Shane Borden in the front. The lines are on Shane, Kyle, Ken, Jim, and Stevie, so it's super close between those 5 right now. They're on 14:08, which is about 5 seconds in front of Nate Sutherland's TQ time. Schmer, 21.8. Slover, 22.4. Krivitz, 21.6. Good lap. Here comes Borden. What's he got? 21.9 there for Borden. Again, 14.08, 14.10, 14.10. Peterson with a 21.9. Schmer with a 21.4. Work together. Don't clean anybody out from the back. That's a lesson in life as well. $1:30 to go. $1:15 on the clock. Your leader coming up the 8-pack. He's got a couple more lead cars in front of him. Again, Shane Borden just kind of nobody around him. It's finally catching up. I think that's Krivitz in front of him. They're both going pretty fast. A couple TLR rides. 1 minute to go. It's Kyle, Shane, Ken, Stevie, Jim, and then Mason, Andy, Jackson, and Alex. Don't stop. Watch the end of the straightaway. Keep going. Andy's done. Ken's done. Kyle's done. Jim's done. Mason's done. Stevie's done. Waiting on Shane Borden. Jackson Anderson was already done. There it is. Kyle, Shane, Ken, Stevie, Jim, Mason, Jackson, and Andy. 1407, 1408, 1410, and 14513.1. All four of those guys, Kyle, Shane, and Ken, and Stevie, will move ahead of the current TQ. We got our A-main group coming up. A-main group of Expert Buggy. Mini Truggies coming up after this. We'll need a guest announcer for race number 24. And hopefully Emerson is around to help me get my truck ready.
Car 4. Car 7. Car 1. Car 5. Car 3. Car 8. Car 2.
I think I just fixed all our shit, so I got some time to kill. Yeah, try to make them go pretty fast, and I've been calling traffic for the leaders too.
Car 6.
All right, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps. Got everybody checked in. It's our final heat of 75 Expert. Jeremy, Caden, Cameron, Kyle Holmberg, Charlie, Aiden, and Zeke. Marshall spots look pretty good. All right, it's going to be Jeremy on the tone. Everybody else wait until I call your name. Caden, Cameron, Gannon, Holmberg, Charlie, Aiden, and Zeke. All right, final qualifier of Expert 17.5. TQ set by Kyle Schumer, something like that. 14.507. First lap coming around Caden with a 22.0. Gannon a 22.08. Holmberg a 22.03. Up next, race number 23, first heat of Mini Truggy. Caution after the 8-pack, it is clear. Coming up on the 1 minute mark, we've got Zeke showing the way. Zeke on a new TQ with a 15.14. Aiden right there, the 15.21. Zeke on the left side of the track, coming up to that
Zeke
ski
right
jump
now.
in the yellow and greenish. Second place, Aiden. I don't know what car Aiden has. Somebody point him out to me on the track. What color? The green one? No, the white. The white coming down the straightaway is your second place car. Aiden. Then we got Kyle Gannon, Caden Fuller, Kyle Holmberg, Charlie, Jeremy, and Cameron rounding us out. Top 5 drivers all on a new TQ pace. Zeke showing the way, though. He's coming out of that 8-pack. Coming up on the backside of the all-green car of Charlie. And we got second place. Now Aiden taking over on that last lap. He threw down a 21.2. Aiden now on a 15.20. Zeke 15.21. Gannon a 14.5 flat. 2 down drivers, 2 down, 3 to go. Second place crossing the line, heading down that straightaway. Charlie in the all green, but the Zeke right behind him.
On with Aiden Thies.
Gannon is, where's he at? There he is on the right side of the track, coming in that step down, 180, crossing the loop, blue and whitish. With that lap, Kyle now up into the number 2 spot. Top 2 drivers, 15 lap paces. Zeke with a 14.5 flat. Halfway down drivers, halfway down. Getting up next, Mini Truggy. First heat of Mini Truggy, you are on deck. Now Gannon up into that TQ spot. Gannon that all blue and white. Left side coming into that ski jump. Second place, Aiden and Zeke rounding out top three. Oh, leader having some trouble on his lid after the 8-pack. That's going to give it back to Aiden once he crosses. Aiden, there he is, coming across the loop, hitting the back straight now. Aiden a 15.521, still TQ pace. Zeke now in number 2, 14.501. Caden 503, Gannon 504, Kyle 505. Top 6 drivers all in front of that TQ pace set by Kyle in the last round. Oh, our leader having trouble on the 8-pack. That's going to put Zeke now back up into that number 1 spot. With 120 to go, drivers, 120 left to go. Zeke all by himself right now, coming into the back 8-pack. Double, 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 triple. Nice and smooth. Yellow and blue going down the back straightaway. Then we got Caden Fuller now up in that number 2 spot. Orange and green step down 180. Orange and green, your second place car, Caden. Then Cameron moving up in that number 3 spot. Cameron in the pink, purple, and white down the straightaway. 50 seconds, drivers. 5-0 left on the clock. Nobody on that 15-lap pace anymore, but we still have 5 drivers. Zeke, Caden, Cameron, Gannon, and Holmberg all in front of that TQ pace. $25 to go, drivers. 25 left to go. Zeke, Cameron now up in that number 2 spot. Cameron coming into the step down 180. Now Caden taking it right back. Now Kyle moving up in the number 2. Every lap got some change in the top 4 with
Cameron Ayers on
3 seconds, drivers. Watch the 8-pack. Watch the 8-pack right in the center. It's clear. All right, driver, time has expired. Keep them going, keep them going. Gannon, Fuller, and Cameron, you 3 are done.
If anybody can
Jeremy, you are done. Kyle, you are done. Cross, you will be done. Cross, and you will be done. We got 2 drivers left, Charlie and Aiden. Charlie and Aiden, Charlie and Aiden, the only 2 drivers left. Here they come, crossing the line now. There's Charlie and Aiden. All right, Zeke's going to take that with a 14.501 to reset the TQ. Then we got Gannon, Caden, Cameron, Holmberg, Jeremy, Aiden, and Charlie rounding us out.
Dude, what a run out there. Car looked great. You look comfortable. And, dude, nothing to be just, it was awesome.
Yeah, I made a bunch of changes last night. My two-wheel was always really slow this weekend. Had tons of rear grip, absolutely no steering. And so I knew it wasn't going to be good enough. And so I changed some stuff in the rear end to loosen it up a little bit and give me more steering. And it worked. So I had no expectations. I had no idea what it was going to drive like.
That's amazing. Well, you hit it on the head with that one. Car looked great, and it just looks a lot of people. They're just everybody's making mistakes.
Yeah, I'm not always the hot lap guy, but I'm confident that I can always run 6 minutes without making a mistake. And so I was able to do that one. I don't even know if I touched a pipe or anything that run. So
good job, buddy. Good luck in the next one.
Thanks, dude.
Somebody at the top of the hill. Is that 2 marshals on the right by the roof or just 1? Is that 2 or 1? Okay, just you. All right, send somebody to the top of the hill. Top of the hill. Top of the hill. Come on, drivers, you can't get to your race until we finish this one. Get somebody at the top of the hill into the straightaway. Is that you, TJ? Thank you. All right, everybody take over on this city. Wade, Matt, Ronnie, Pete, Patrick, Joe, Brad, Chad, Brian, and Darren. Cameron has a loop, I believe. Is that what you asked? Oh, into the 8-pack. Sorry, I didn't see that one. Okay. Well, are you going to say it around the loop then? Guy in the hat? Okay. All right, word on coming. Matt, Ronnie, Keith, Patrick, Joe, Brad, Chad, Brian, and Mary. All right, everybody is set. First lap coming around for Wade, goes down to 22.0. Ron's got himself a 22.3. Two stops to a 22.1. On deck, second heat and mini plug. Left that back 8-pack. It is clear. Watch straight away is clear. All right, drivers, we are one down. We have Wade out front. Wade 14.508. And that Patrick on a 14.5, 17, 2, 15.501. So Wade going down that straightaway. Silver and yellow. Watch the A-pack. It is clear. Going to shake things up on our top three. Whether they cross, see how they're looking. It's now Joe up in the number 2 spot. The word Joe.
On with Wade right now. On with Wade right now.
Wade all by himself down the straightaway. We got some clean track and got Joe sitting too. Oh, I think that's Joe on his lid after the 8-pack. It is clear. It's now Keith moving up with 2 down, 3 to go. Drivers 2 down, 3 to go. Caution after the 8-pack. Watch the center straight. Both are clear. Come on, drivers. Work together out there. It's just qualifying. Watch the center of the 8-pack. Center of the 8-pack is clear. Oh, that was our leader, Wade, sorry. That's going to move him. He's still holding on with a 14.522. Only driver on a 14-lap pace. Not sure who that bodiless one is. That is Brad. So it's Wade, Patrick, 1 and 2, and I believe Keith sitting 3. We'll wait and see when a couple cars cross here. Our leader still Wade, center of the track, or now back of the track, going into that 8-pack, silver and yellow. And then we got Patrick sitting 2. Patrick is, there he is. Oh, no, that's not him. There he is, center of the track going into that 8-pack. Yellow, pink, blue. That is your number 2 car going into the 180, coming up on the backside of Keith. Keith sitting 3, though. So 3 and 2, left side of the track going into that ski jump. Then we got Wade still by himself crossing that line. So Wade, Patrick, Keith, Ronnie, Joe, Brian, Chad, Brad, and Darren is your running order. Oh, Patrick on his lid. Alex, you've got some food in here. Some McDonald's. Coming up on the final minute, drivers. Work together. Let's get a clean finish. Got a lot of cars in that 8-pack right now, all together. Patrick is your number 3 car. Number 2 now is, while Patrick and Keith switching every lap. Keith in the blue and I think it's yellow hitting the ski jump. He's got Patrick right behind him. That's 3 and 2. And we got Wade still out front. He's led from start to finish in that silver with the yellow down the front and the center straightaway going into the 8-pack. And we got Ronnie moving up into the number 4 spot. Ronnie in the all-white black wing coming up on that bodiless truggy. Oh, Ronnie getting hung up in that big sweeper with 15 to go, drivers, 15 left to go. Your leader, Wade, coming up on traffic. Silver and yellow in the 8-pack. Silver and yellow, that is your leader. We've only got 3 seconds left. Time has expired. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Well, come on, drivers. It's going to be your final lap.
That is your
keep
leader.
it clean, keep it clean. Finish strong.
I think he just finished.
Whole bunch of cars coming into that ski jump. Wait, you. Oh. All right. Crossing, you guys are going to be done. Crossing, you guys are going to be done. We got 5 drivers left. We got Brian, Ronnie, and Chad. We need Chad. Chad's the only one left. Chad's the only one left. I think that's him right now crossing the line. So Wade's going to take that. 13.501. Set in the early TQ. Then we got Keith on a 13.509. Brian 5.16. Joe 5.17. Patrick 5.19. Chad 5.24. Ronnie 5.26.
Car 6, Car 3, Car 9, Car 7, Car 1.
All right, caution on that 8-pack. We got a car upside down.
Car 5, Car 10, Car 8, Car 2.
All right, let's get our marshals in place. Just need a check from Connor.
Car 4.
There he is. All right, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps. Shut her down. Your order on this one will be Alex, Mitchell, Ashley, Connor, James, Raven, Dane, Dylan, KP, and Dawn. Our spots are awesome. Thank you guys for getting out there quickly. We're going Alex on the tone. Mitchell, Ashley, Connor, Ham, Raven, Dane, Dylan, KP, and Dawn. All right, everybody check. Going after Wade's TQ, a 13.501. Alex comes across with a 21.1 right out of the gate. Mitchell with a 21.16, though. Watch the step down. Watch the step down. It is clear. Come on, drivers. Don't be getting on the throttle if you're upside down. We should all know that by now. Do not hit the throttle when the marshals got you in their hands. All right, we are 120 into this one. We've got Ham out front. Ham on it. No, that's not right. No offense to Ham, but you're not on an 18-lap pace. So I'm going to say we got Sturgeon out front. Sturgeon on a 15.517. Then Dane on a 14.505. Mitchell on a 14.506. Here, red, white, and blue of Sturgeon. Where's he at? There he is on the 180 coming across the line into the back straightaway. That is your leader. Then Mitchell up in the number 2 spot, left side of the track, sweeper, purple and I guess orangish. That is your number 2 car. Then Dane sitting 3. So top 6 drivers all out in front of that TQ pace. Your leader, though, coming into that 8-pack, red, white, and blue of Sturgeon. Big quad at the end. Dane up in that number 2 spot. I'm not sure which one Dane is. There he is, down the straightaway. White, pink, and purple is your number 2 car. Sturgeon, Dane, Mitchell, Ashley, Connor, KP, Raven. We got 2 drivers out. We'll have to check Ham's times at the end. Something ain't right. Your leader crossing the line, Sturgeon on a 15.5.17. Only driver on a 15-lap pace. Red, white, and blue. 1:35 left to go on this one, drivers. 1:35 left. We got Mitchell and Dane going back and forth for 2 and 3. Now it's Mitchell up in the number 2, Dane 3. We've lost 3 drivers on this one. Everybody should have some clean track now if we work together. Your leader coming down the straightaway, red, white, and blue with 1 minute to go, drivers. 1 minute left in this one. Mitchell right in front of him, letting him go. Thank you very much. Mitchell now 1 and 2 on the back 8-pack. Everybody's now on the same side of the track. Let's keep it clean. We only got 40 seconds left in this one. We've lost another driver, maybe? Yeah, it looks like Raven's coming out. 25 drivers, 25 to go. Work together. You are most of you are on different laps.
On with Alex
Sure, working
Sturgeon,
together.
obviously, going super fast.
Your leader, Alex, red, white, and blue of that quad. Dane sitting 2. Dane, I believe, crossing the line, or trying to cross the line. There he goes. Connor now up into that number 3 spot. Time has expired. Keep him going, keep him going. All right, when you guys cross, you will be done. Crossing will be done, crossing will be done. Here comes Alex resetting the TQ with a 15.5.16. We got 4 drivers, 2 drivers left. 2 drivers left, 2 drivers left. Mitchell, you got to cross. Oh, there he is. All right, so Alex is going to take that and reset the TQ with a 15.5.16. Dane 14.5.06. Connor 14.5.14. Ashley 14.5.15. KP 13.5.10. All right, first heat of 2-wheel mod. All right, remember, drivers, even if you broke and didn't finish that round, you still need the marshal. So make sure you get out there and marshal.
Well, Mr. Sturgeon, you're in a class of your own. You are 1 with the 110 scale truggy. You look great out there.
Yeah, mini truggy's my jam. I'd been staring at them up on the shelf for like a year, and I'm like, you know what? I want to get one of those. Techno came out with the .2, and I'm like, I'm totally buying that before the Winter Series, the Techno Winter Series, and I got it, and I've just been having fun with it ever since.
Looking good out there. You're in a different zip code. You had 15 laps with that guy, so the thing is looking awesome. I don't think you made a mistake, and great job out there.
Yeah, thanks. We need to get more manufacturers on board with mini truggy. So Associated and Losi, I mean, come on.
Get it together, guys. Yeah. But awesome job out there, bud.
Yep. Thank you.
One person in the center. One person in the center. We were waiting on Alex. All right. All right, Mitchell on the tone. Everybody will put like on your name. Hey, First of 4 two-wheel mods. Watch 8-pack, watch the 8-pack, got a car at the end of it. And we got a car upside down after it. It's fluid. It's fluid. Oh, watch the after the ski jump. Ski jump is clear. All right, we're coming up on the minute mark. We got Mitchell out front. Mitchell 15.520. And we got Zach. Zach's hitting 14.505. Mitchell down the straightaway up. Bunch of colors, orange, white, blue, left side.
So for everybody out there, what are you guys kind of looking for in the pits? We'll probably do a pit walk here on the next qualifier. Let's see what's kind of going on with all the guys, but kind of chime in. I'll see what you guys kind of want to ask the drivers out here, whether it be pros, Joes, everything in between. Get in touch with these guys out here. So we'll go and do some of that in this this next race. Well, obviously, this next qualifier, I mean, and during usually the lower quals. And try and get to most of the race action for the top B and A guys, and have it there. So most definitely trying to get everybody, obviously all of the racers out there, not only the guys that travel around, but some of your locals. So let's make sure to chime in what you guys kind of want to see. If you have any buddies out here giving shout outs to or anything like that. Obviously won't be able to hit everybody, but I'll try and hit some of them. I don't know everybody out here, so I'll try my best, but we'll get you guys in touch with the guys around here. So thank you for tuning in. Make sure to like, subscribe, share. You can find all the in-depth times on liverc.com. Just go underneath the JConcepts 2021 at HobbyPlex on liverc.com underneath their events, and so you guys can check out all the in-depth everything, as well as there is a live feed there as well. Special thanks to JConcepts for all their support, bringing Mod Live Media out to cover their event. It's awesome and very, very special. I think there's over 300 entries, so pretty cool to see. RC is still thriving. You might not see it inside here, but outside these buildings, it is snowing really bad. It's like 8 or 9 degrees out here, so it's kind of cold in the building. They do have a heater, but I'm up on the driver's stand, so heat rises, so it's not too bad, but you can only imagine kind of the track is probably a little bit cold, as well as I think there's some leaks in the roof, so there might be, drops here and there. So that's kind of changing everything. But hope you guys are enjoying the coverage out here. Thank you very much. Wait till we get more snow tonight. Nick Chestnut says, oh, that's not going to be good. I have a two-wheel drive, front-wheel drive minivan that they gave me from the airport, and that thing goes like 10 miles an hour with traction control. It's actually pretty pitiful, so I'm kind of regretting my decision not to get an all-wheel drive vehicle. I knew something was coming. I was like, I'll be okay. But no, not really. It's pretty sad. So I might need to go and turn around my minivan just to make sure I can get out of here and back to my hotel tonight. So we will see. So Nathan Jornet, Get Her Done, Minnesota crew. Yeah, very cool. Everybody coming out from all over the place to come to this awesome National Series event, INS11, hosted by, obviously, JConcepts and HobbyPlex for their first round. There is going to be 3 more rounds of these throughout the year. I'll figure out which tracks those are at. I know I have a flyer somewhere, but check JConcepts.net and check out their website and see what's going on, so you can follow along with the series as well as attend some of these awesome events. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Much appreciated.
You're done. Crossing, you're done. We got 5 drivers left: Stevie, Clayton, Eric, Brian, and Dylan. Dylan and Clayton. Clayton and Dylan, the only 2 left. Dylan, here he comes. There he is. All right, so Mitchell's going to take that and set the early TQ with a 14.503. Zach right there, 14.503 with a 7. Stevie, 14.514. Then we got Clayton, Eric, James, Brock, Brian, and Dylan.
Car 9.
We are getting everybody checked in here. Just need Mac and Emerson. Mac and Emerson. No more laps. No more laps. I hope Emerson didn't break. He's not checked in.
Car 10.
All right, there we go. Everybody's checked in. No more laps. No more laps. No more laps. The order is going to be Jackson, Allen, Ethan, Ross, Tommy, Mitchell, Mac, Owen, and Emerson. And marshals are on the same spots they were last time, so we're going to go. Go when I call your name. It's going to be fast. Jackson, Allen, Ethan, Ross. Let's see, Tommy, Mitchell, Mac, Owen, and Emerson. Shake and bake. Thank you, though. Let's get some good quality clean laps here. No crashes. Yes, there you go. It's Ethan, Allen, Emerson, Owen, Mitchell, Jackson, Mac, Ross, and Tommy after the first lap. Oh, no, you broke it? How does he do that every time? Ethan Delaire on a 15:20. Marshall. Ethan Delaire going down the straightaway. He's going to be coming up behind Alan Horner, who's just hung up on that pipe. Then it's Mitchell, Jackson, Owen, Mac, Tommy. So Ross Westhoff now moves to the front, 14:08, followed by Mitchell, Jackson, Owen, Mac, Ethan, Allen, and Tommy. Ross, Jackson, Owen, your top three. Mac, Mitchell, Allen, Ethan, Tommy. Ross, Jackson, Mack now up to the top three. Then Mitchell, Owen, Allen, Ethan, Tommy. Your TQ 1403 looks like it might hold up through this heat. I don't care. Ross, Mack, Jackson, Allen, Ethan, Owen, Mitchell. There's Ethan, 23 flat. Here comes Mack, right now in the 3 spot. This lap's going to be a 21.8, couple of 21s back to back, moves him up to second. There's Owen and Mitchell, 21.5 for Owen. Mitchell with a 22.5. Westhoff still your leader though, 14.07. He's in that red associated. Right in the middle of the racetrack, surrounded by cars, is your leader as he goes up the 8-pack. He's going to have Owen in front of him.
One minute left.
Ross, Allen, Mack, Jackson, Ethan, Mitchell, Owen, Tommy. Ross, Mack, Ethan now back up to the top three. Then Allen, Jackson, Mitchell, Owen, and Tommy. And I get to say Allen Jackson, and that's pretty fun. Keep going. Mitchell, Ross, Owen, Allen, all done. And there's Ethan. And that's it. Everybody is done. Everybody is done. Ross 14.07, Mack 14.13, Allen 14.16, Ethan 14.17, Jackson 14.26, Mitchell 13 flat, Owen 13.03, and Tommy 13.10.
When is his next race? There isn't a next race?
Not for a while. It's basically 4 hours from now.
People are retarded today. I'm gonna
Car 10. Car 8. Car 5. Car 6. Car 1. Car 7. Car 2. Car 9.
Almost got everybody checked in. Yeah.
Car 3. Car 4.
There we go. No more laps. No more laps. No more laps. Derek, Jeremy, Blake, Riley, Charlie, Taylor, Chad, Will, James, and Mason. There's 10 of you, so it's going to be fast. Marshals are all in good spots. Here we go. Shake and bake at the tone. Derek, Jeremy, Riley, Charlie, Taylor, Chad, Will, James, and Mason. Maybe at home. All my parts are at home. This is the second one I broke into. Same side. Yeah. Do you know anybody I can ask? Are they the same as the four-wheel? Yes. Then be a Seth? Oh, true. All right, work together.
On with Charlie right now.
Charlie Mariana, your leader as he goes up the 8-pack. There you go. Be careful. There you go. Thank you. Then Blake, Derek, James, Chad, Jeremy, Riley, Will, Taylor, and Mason. 5:12, 5:15 now the pace. Your TQ 14:03. You got 3 drivers ahead of Mitchell. Mitchell putting down a pretty solid time in that first qualifier.
On with Blake Champlin. Blake
Mariana,
Champlin in second.
15:5, 13, 15:17 for Blake Champlin. Derek Wood, 15:19 now. Chad Carson's 14:05. James, 14:06. Taylor, 14:07. Will, Riley, Jeremy, all in 14s. Mason on a 13:08. All right. I'm not impatient. I'm hungry and I'm trying to keep the show rolling. I want to be home at like 10.
We gotta go through the driveway. We're trying to, I think we're on, yeah.
Mariana, your leader. Charlie up over the big kicker. Turns and burns. 15:5, 14 for Charlie. Ah, upside down. Champlin was the next closest on time. Let's see what happens here. Blake's got Derek Wood in front of him. Those two are running now first and third. Having some trouble up that quad, though. Our A-main group after seeding coming up next. Charlie, Blake, Will, Taylor, Derek, Jeremy, and Chad. 20.8 for Charlie. Blake at a 22. Taylor at 21. Will at 22. Derek at 23. Jeremy at 22. Chad at 22. Riley 26. James 24. Mason with a 23.8. Charlie in the green, yellow, and red. Down the straightaway. That lap at 21.1. Blake
Back
had a
on with Charlie.
20.7. Good recovery lap for him. Taylor with a 21.3. Still got Charlie and Blake ahead of Mitchell Pavel. And Taylor Larson is close.
One minute left.
Champlin and Mariana, 0.2 of a second apart. Larson 2 seconds off of those top two. So it looks like it's going to come down to those two drivers. Oh, Blake bouncing off the pipe. That's probably going to give it back. Mariana, 15.519, the only one now on a 15. Larson on a 14 flat, however. Blake on a 14.01. Britton 14.02. Jeremy 14.02. Derek 14.03. Chad 14.10. Riley 14.16. James 14.17. Mason's on a 14.22. 10 seconds, probably 2 more laps. Watch the front straight. Blake, Jeremy, and Derek, you guys are all done. Riley's done. Keep going. Will and James Dolan are done. Rico's done. There's Charlie, 15-17. Waiting on Taylor and Mason. There's Taylor. Waiting on Mason Herrick. He's going to get a 14th lap. There it is. You guys are all done. Excellent. Excellent. Okie dokie. Race 28. We're almost done with round 1.
Good run out there, man. Looked pretty flawless, honestly. The car looked great.
Yeah, we've been making some changes a lot. I started off pretty slow, but slowly gaining more pace throughout the weekend, and car's starting to carry a lot more corner speed now, starting to get the tires kind of ran in more, and looking forward to the next round, hoping to take this round and build off it and see what happens.
Nice, man. How do you think your run will hold up to this one?
I think that mistake I had was pretty silly. It was 100% on me being nervous. I haven't raced in years, so it was all the back section cost me a few seconds. So I think that might be a top 10, top 5 maybe, but I don't know if it's going to be a TQ. So we'll have to keep pushing for next round and maybe grab a little bit more pace and a little bit more consistency.
All right, man. Good luck.
Thanks, man.
Okay, everybody's checked in. Give you another half a lap here. All right, all right, all right. No more laps, no more laps, no more laps. The order is going to be Mason, Dakota, Tom, Aiden, Lee, Ryan, Drew, Aiden Olson, Alex, and Seth. Marshals are all in the important spots. Charlie, you could actually cover the that bucket in the middle there, right after there you go. All right, drivers, our first heat of A-Main two-wheel drive mod after the seed. Don't suck. Here we go. Shake and bake at the tone. Mason, Dakota, Tom, Aiden, Lee, Ryan, Drew, Olson, Vanderbeek, and Seth. Your top time, 15 at 5:17.
On with Mason Fuller.
We start off fast. All these guys on 15s. You got Rennerneck, 1504, Fenn, 1504, 19.7
Following
for Dakota
Rennerneck.
Fenn. Crushes the fast lap so far. Mayfield on a 1507, Fuller at 1509, Horn 1510, Vanderbeek 1510, Seth, Lee, Aiden, and Drew. It is very close. But it is Tom Rennerneck out in front. Down the straightaway, we'll see where Dakota's at. See if he backs up that 19. 20.2 to a 20.4. There's 2/10 between the top two.
Dakota Fenn.
Dakota turning and going up the hill. Rennerneck right there behind him, a couple TLR guys. And then it's Ryan Mayfield and his yoke. Watch the end of the straightaway. Then you got, well, we'll see what happens here. Dakota Fenn up front, little rub of the pipe right there. See what happens here. It's Dakota, Dakota, Ryan, Tom, Aiden, Lee. There are 1.1 seconds between the top five. Looks like Mayfield and Lee Setzer in that same part of the track. You got Tom just behind Dakota Fenn. Dakota Fenn leading Alex Vanderbeek and Seth Van Dalen, who's unfortunately got roughed up at the end of the straightaway a lap or two ago. So
catching up with
it's
Ryan
Dakota,
Mayfield.
Ryan,
Good
Tom,
racing
Aiden,
by
Lee,
Ryan.
Mason,
Looking ahead.
Aiden, Olson, then Seth, Alex, and Drew. Dakota and Ryan Mayfield were going back and forth in Wheeler. Tom Rinderneck's in this mix. 0.7 of a second between Dakota, Tom, and Ryan Mayfield. Dakota with a 20.4. Tom with a 23. That's going to drop him down to fourth. Mayfield at 20.4. 0.7 behind Dakota Fend. Fend with some clean track as he jumped up that 8-pack.
Dakota.
Ryan Mayfield kind of mired back there with cars in front and behind him, but he gets through that quad just fine, no problem. 1:45 left to go. Got 4 heats of independent buggy, and then we're gonna blow the track off and get ready for Plex Spec. Oh man, trouble in front of your second place car, a little stumble right there. Hang on to her. Aiden Horn in the mix as well. He's about 2 seconds back. There goes Dakota. Down the straight, 15:05 is the pace. Right now your top 3, only your top 3 ahead of Charlie Mariana.
1 minute left.
1 minute left to go. Dakota off the drop, nice and tight. Ryan Mayfield on a 15:12, Rinderneck on a 15:13. Just your top 3 at the moment. Lee Setzer's close to getting in front of Charlie's time. Van Dalen's clawing his way back on a 15:20. Still be good enough for a top 8. Ten seconds. Dakota and Mason are done. Tom and Alex Vanderbeek are done. Ryan Mayfield's done. Drew Rubin King is done. Setzer's done. Waiting on Van Dalen and Aiden Olson. And here comes Seth. So Dakota Fend going to take that one. Rinderneck going to come in second. Then it was Mayfield, Setzer, Van Dalen, Vanderbeek, Fuller, Rubin King, and Olson. Let's get you guys right back out there to Marshall. We got independent buggy coming up. 4 heats of Indy buggy, and then we'll switch over to round 2. No changes between round 1 and 2. We're going to do a restart after round 3, I think. Won't take very long. We're way ahead now. Schedule 2, so that's good. We'll make sure we get the track going off after the end of the round.
Somebody behind. Awesome job out there, buddy. Dude, car looked flawless. Couple bobbles here and there, but overall it looked super comfortable.
Yeah, a couple of close calls. Made a couple changes. That's the best my car's been by quite a bit. Definitely just a little bit easier to drive. So track's a little scary out there. The grip is starting to come up now, but it's just so cold out there today. The tires are coming off like half frozen, so definitely a little bit of challenge. But layout is a ton of fun, has a really good flow, and trying to limit the mistakes.
Most definitely. Any changes for round 2?
I don't think so for two-wheel. I kind of just see what the treads are like on the tires. Like I said, just kind of keep an eye on the weather, see how cold it is, see if it warms up at all, and just go from there.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Number laps. Dan Johnson, I see you out there across the line for me, will you? Thank you. How about July Rain? Are you out there? Cross the line for me? Ah, very good. Okay. I think Easton McCormick's actually not in this one, so. Yeah, March is nice and spread out. Cody's going to get the happy place up there. That's what you get for TQing. Get the long interview, get the worst spot in the whole cut. Here we go. Shake and bake the tongue. Mike. Ian. Riker. July. Jana. Joshua. Dan. And KP. Four heats of independent buggy. We're going to be done right at 1 o'clock. Take about 5 minutes to get the track going off and tell the computer to go to round 2, and we'll be right back to it. So. If you like it here and you would like it when it's warmer, ProTech HobbyPlex Spring Off-Road Champs are April 25th. You're more than welcome to attend. It's only snowed once in May and late April since I've been alive, so that's 42 years. Ian Helzer up front, followed by Mike Dolan, KP Rains, Riker, Jana, July, Dan, Joshua. Run a 13 at 5:08 for Ian Helzer. Got a minute and a half into this one, 3.5 left to go. Plenty o' time. Ian Helzer, 13:06 now. Mike Dolan, 13:19. KP on a 13:21. Ian should be coming up and down. A lot of cars stacking up right here, so be careful. One of those is going to be your leader. Maybe not. Yep. That last car in that quintet of cars right there. Up over the big kicker, getting around Dan Johnson. Good job, you guys. Good job. These are independent buggies. No sponsored guys here, just regular Joes. They're all on control tires, 17.5 motors. Actually, one of the bigger classes here at the HobbyPlex every week, whether it's on carpet or dirt. Ian has led this thing pretty much from the start. I think that's him having a little bit of trouble at the top of the 8-pack, but we're going. Long lap there. He's going to drop still just to 13:09.
One minute left.
These two right here, one of them is Ian, the other one is KP. That's first and second as they go down the straight with 1 minute left to go. Race 30 coming up. Race 31, start thinking about it. Same thing with race 32. 10 seconds. Ian off the big drop off, getting around Dan there. He's going to get at least one more. Don't stop. Mike Dolan, you're done. Keep going. Nope. Jana, you're done. Ian Helzer, you're done. Everybody's going to be done this time. Cross line, you're going to be done. I think we're just going to be waiting on Joshua up the 8-pack. Gets through it. Nope, that's it. Everybody's done. Wrong car. Yeah, whatever. All right, let's go. Race number 30. Let's get 29 out there to Marshall. Race 30. Shane, Josh, Jace, Eric, Nick, Brayton, Darren, Caden, and Bob.
Car 5. Car 2. Car 1. Car 3. Car 4. Car 7. Car 9.
Oh, they broke my pipe over there after the 8-pack. Look at that.
Car 8.
Everybody's checked in, number laps. Everybody's checked in, number laps. Bring them in. Everybody's checked in. Let's bring them in. Number laps. That red car, come back. You're killing me. Number laps. Whoa. You're killing me, not your car. Gosh, there we go. Get our marshal and one at the end of the straight, and then I think we're good. Dan, why don't you head up to the 4? They like to crash at the end of the straight. And my kiddo right here in the blue, why don't you hop up to that one? You're looking towards those 2 corners there. Yeah, and you're looking at those 2 corners, okay? All right, here we go. Shake and bake the tone. Shane, Josh, Jace, Eric, Nick, Brayton, Darren, Caden, and Bob. Two races till the end of round 1. Like I said, we're going to be done actually probably before 1 o'clock. So we're doing 4 hours a round. That puts us being finished, hopefully hovering right around that 9 p.m. time frame, which is way earlier than the lifetime estimator said. Eric Wunschel up front. Wunschel should be in that bright orange. Oh, man. I think that was him upside down. Jace Peterson just crossing the stripe. He was in the 2, so that should put him up to the front now as Wunschel gets around the stripe. 13.512, TQ 13.10. Jace, Shane, Nick, Eric, Brayton, Josh, Caden, Bob, and Darren. I believe both Peterson kids are in this race. I think that's Caden. And that means that this one over here, that silver blue and darker blue, coming up behind, I think, Pettigene. Pettigene actually running in the 2 spot, so it's Jace and Shane, same part of the racetrack. Good job. Oh, your leader rubbing the pipe just a little bit, wiggling those wheels. Nowadays, we got more than strong enough servos to move yourself off the pipe. He's going to be leading that yellow car, gold car. That might be Bob. Oh, man. It's a struggle bus up the 8-pack. There you go. Good job. Try to keep it clean. Oh, no. Jace in the pipe. That should give the lead to Shane. So it's Shane, Josh Shout now up to the 3 spot. 2 spot. Pretty sure this is Shane coming up. And Nick Sneathen. There's Josh. So Shane and Josh, 1.9 seconds apart. Then you got Jace Peterson, Eric, Brayton, Caden, Bob, Nick, and Darren. Fast lap 23.4 from Wunschel. Fortunately, just a couple of crashes in there. Oh man, the 8-pack staying busy. About 1 minute left to go. Shane, Jace, Eric, Josh as it switches up again. Eric Runchel moving up the order just a little bit. 6/10 behind Jace, but they got 5 seconds to make up on Shane Pettigene. Shane doing a pretty good job up there. Brayton Wachowski coming across 24/7. That's when you're fast all day long. Caden with the 24 flat. Shane with the 25. Nick with the 25.6. Josh with a 25, Jace Peterson with a 24.2. Shaved off about 2 seconds from the leader. Probably 4 more laps, 3 and 4 more laps. Keep working together. Don't run each other over. Jason, Josh, you guys are done. Jason, Josh are done. There's still some guys running that were behind you, so make sure you get out of the way if they catch you. Wunschel and Brayton, done. Bob Hamilton, done. Darren Schmidt, done. Caden, done. Keep going, Shane. Keep going. I didn't say you were done. Shane Pettigene going to get 1 more here. Nick is done. Just Shane left to go. Marshall, stay out there. Very nice. There you go. Shane's going to get a 13.522 to take the win in that one. All right, 2 more to go. 2 more to go. Race 31. Connor, Matt, Brady, Tyler, Chad, Joe, Nathan, Justin, and Jason McLaren on. Again, after race 32, we'll get our guys out there to blow the track off really well. I'll tell the computer to go to round 2. And we'll get right to it.
Car 2. Car 3. Car 6. Car 1. Car 8. Car 4. Car 5. Car 9.
Not after the first round. We did seeding, so I'm gonna talk to Jason and see if they'll let me do one. So, yeah.
Car 7.
We're all checked in, no more laps. We're all checked in, no more laps. All right. Got one at the top of the hill. Perfect. All right, here we go. It's going to be Connor, Matt, Brady, Tyler, Chad, Joe, Nathan, Justin, and Jason. Connor, Matt, Brady, Tyler, Chad, Joe, Nathan, Justin, and Jason McLaren on. All right. Nathan Brown up front, 13.512. Joe's 13.512. Connor 13.15. Jason 13.18. Matt Mosier 13.22. Nobody in front of Ian right now on the clock. Plenty of time. Just keep it clean. Try not to run into each other. We got 1:30 down, 3.5 to go. There's Snows. And Brady popping. Also, Brady, that's your leader in front of you. Just don't run into him. Nathan Brown going to drop down a little bit here to 13.519. And that's Justin. This should be Connor. Connor on a 13.12, holding on there. That'd get him up to second, third, fourth, fifth, and seventh right now from the top 5 in this one. This is the B main group. We got an A main group coming up. And like I said, we'll blow the track off and get right into round 2. Watch it up the 8-pack. Those Snows getting in a little bit of trouble. All 5 cars going around that JConcepts big sweeper all up at the same time. Something had to give, and it's the red car. That might have been McLaren on. So now Nathan Brown up front. Connor Herrick with a little bit of a long lap. Not really. 24-2. So 13.512 remains Connor. So Connor is that kind of bright red and not even sure what other color that is. It's so weird in here. It's shiny though. Down the straightaway. 13.511 actually picked up a second there. I think he's going to have Stevie in front of him. And I'm pretty sure that's Chad Bartlett behind him. So you guys are all kind of running with the leader there. Just to be aware. Matt Mosier in the 2 spot. He's definitely in the black and silver Losi car as he gets up over the kicker. He's on a 13.21. Nathan Brown in 3rd. He's on a 13.22. Nathan's in that orange, white, and blue Losi car. Your leader about to turn and go up. 1, 2, 3.5. Dropping back down. Up over the hump.
1 minute left.
1 minute left to go. 55 seconds, as a matter of fact. 40 seconds. Connor, Nathan, Matt, Justin, Tyler, Chad, Jason, Joe, and Brady. 13.5, 11.5, just off of the TQ. Still looking to get second, third, and sixth. Connor, Nathan, and Matt out of this one. Justin Stevie with maybe a top 10. Don't stop. Connor and Matt and Tyler, you're done. Chad Bartlett's done. Justin Stevie's done. Brady's done. Jason's done. Joe is done. Nathan Brown. There it is. Everybody's done. So Connor, Nathan, Matt, followed by Justin, Tyler, Chad, Jason, Joe, and Brady. All right, final qualifier of round number 1. We're going to be done right at 1 o'clock. According to my fancy little thing here, we were supposed to be done at 1:20.
Car 8. Car 2.
No, 1:28. Sorry, we're supposed to be done at 1:28, so we're going to be
Car 3.
already a half hour
Car
ahead.
6. Car 5.
Awesome job out there, Connor. Looked great, and there's a couple heats of you independent buggies out there. What are you kind of planning on doing for the next round?
Oh, I don't know. I think I'm going to stick with the same tires because fronts are feeling good. Rears, I have that extra set, but I don't think I'm going to need it. Made a couple changes before this one. Car felt great. I think I'm just going to leave it alone. Hope for the best.
Awesome, man. Time looks good. You're about, I think, 7-8 seconds up on second in this one, so you should have, I imagine, a top 5 time in this one. And anybody you want to thank out there?
Not really. Just my mom for bringing me here. Dad for supplying me with the funds to be able to do this.
Awesome, buddy. Good luck.
All right. Thank you.
Review. Every time I say two-cone, I think of Tuco in Breaking Bad. I don't know why. I've been watching a lot of Netflix lately. All right, here we go. Jackson, Steven, Matt, Dane, Todd, TJ, Lane, and Andy. See if you can flip that red car on. He might have been hitting the brake the whole time. Shut it off. Well, that's a bummer. Oh, they got him out there. His first lap's not going to count, but Jackson Anderson, 14.518, the only one on a 14 lapper. You got Dane Gangler, 13.03. Lane McGee, 13.08. Stephen Smith, 13.10. Your top four. Ahead of the current TQ.
We're with Jackson right now. We believe TJ ended up getting an extra lap that he shouldn't have. So, Jackson on camera, blue and white. I don't believe there will be a break, Peter.
Watch straight, go inside. Inside. There it is.
Unless they possibly do a reseed. I think they'll have maybe a short break there, but I think they're running right through.
Jackson Anderson, 14.514. Then Lane, Dane, Andy, Todd, Steven, and Matt. We'll have to figure out where TJ's at when this is all over. Watch the top of the 8-pack. Oh, good job. Jackson Anderson, 14.514. Then Lane on a 13.03. Dane, 13.04. That's your top three guys in front of the current TQ. Now maybe just the top two. Lane, Andy, Todd, and Steven all with 13.11s, 12s, and a 13 back in there. Matt McGee with a 12.5
your
flat.
leader.
For the pace, we got 120 left here. Again, we're going to be done right before 1 o'clock. I need some volunteer track blowers. Plex back, be ready to go at 1:05. Plex back, you're going to be up at 1:05.
One minute left.
Thirty seconds, Jackson Anderson in that blue buggy. Up the hill, down the straight. He's on a 14.518. TJ is somewhere in the 13.06 or 7 range. Dane Gangler, 13.04. Andy, 13.10. Todd, Lane, Steven, and Matt McGee on 13s, but just your top three in front of the current TQ, including Jackson Anderson. Steven, Dane, and Jackson, you guys are done. TJ, Andy, and Steven, everybody's done. Everybody is done. Jackson Anderson, 14 at 5:17. Excellent.
So, what it looks like, guys, is they're blowing it off, getting stuff. Who won? Who's Jackson? I am. Oh, you're Jackson. You're escaping on me here, man. I didn't know you wanted me. Shit. I've never been wanted before, so. All right, stand over by the side of the table. Awesome job out there, Jackson. Kind of in a league of your own out there, getting the TQ and an independent buggy. How does it feel?
It feels really good. Just silvers are really hard to drive with because it makes your car feel so numb. When an expert, the golds are really easier to drive with because it's more mobile in the corners. So I was surprised I did well with the ellipses. I thought I was going to crash more.
It's good. A lot of people are talking about the temperature that's out there on the track where it's basically, I think it's about 8 or 9 degrees outside. How is that affecting everything?
I haven't really noticed a difference with traction than there is normally here with our track. The only thing I did notice is after the 8-pack overnight is a little slicker at that corner because the garage door's right there and there's more breeze going under it onto the track. So you gotta kind of take it slow off of that and just let your car roll over that last single, and then you won't spin out, just roll right through it. But most part it's been pretty good besides dropping due off of the drop over there. Your car kind of bounces more since the track's harder than normal than like yesterday. So I've been kind of rolling down it, being safe.
Awesome job out there, buddy. Good luck in the next one.
Thank you.
All right, guys, in order to segregate the feeds, we're going to start a new feed here. So everybody that is online, we're going to go offline and then restart again. And we do have a lot of people on here, though. So looking good, everybody. So we'll go for a new feed for Q2. New feed for Q2.